train cooking, and I ain't even started the stream yet. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another week of excellence. Brought to you by the best guy to ever do it after the sun goes down. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to wish you a very hearty another week of Sexo coming to you live from my humble stream setup out here in haha, yes. And now, straight from the gym, baby. Opening with a hype train feels good, man. That's a feels good man. Will Neff, you're cute. stop. I'm a sweaty mess. Thank you for the 5-banger. Thank you for keeping the hype train going. Blortle. Another question. AKD, don't you wish you came to the Knicks? Fuck Trae Young. Knicks up through nothing, baby. New York is back on top, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. God, if we get a Knicks Clippers series and I can go watch Knicks games. Don't you wish you came to the Knicks? Yo, I drew you something. Oh my God. I love this. Is that fucking Farley? Who is he killing? Is this me? Dude, Farley looks so wicked. Legit Elite 22, thank you for keeping the hype train going. God closes a door and opens a window. All right. Oh, wait. Someone's saying something.
Glad you've been exploring various paths as a streamer. I haven't seen anyone on this platform be able to creatively express themselves like you have. Your hard work shows. I hope you accomplish everything you want on this
Thank
platform. You deserve it.
I've been creatively exploring myself through these motherfucking triceps. Gah! Thank you. I appreciate it. 12-inch diameter arms. True. Yo, did you see Chris Farley on minor league baseball? This is sick. If anybody is near the Madison Mallards, I might need you to go pick me up that shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We've had a great week of streaming. I don't know if you guys caught Master Baker, but it was a lot of fun. The new episode of Fear End was great. The draft show was great. We got the draft on Thursday. A really big show. And I got some motherfucking P.O. Box stuff here. I was going to start with that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, anyway, I've been trying to keep the content fresh and spicy. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, baby.
Great content start to the week. You're on fire.
Thank you. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Got a little note here. Let me check it out. Enclosed are several flavors of Old Dutch, our favorite brand of chips local to the Great Lakes region. We figured they could make good content in the form of a tier list, as well as what sandwich you would pair them with. But please know there is zero pressure to perform. Please enjoy these chips however you see fit. We've been following your career on Twitch since your first appearance as James Marco with Asan, and it's been such a joy to watch you grow as a creator. Your creativity keeps your work fresh and your ambition raises the quality levels of this platform to higher and higher levels. Thank you. Thank you for always being a source of joy and inspiration. During both our highs and lows, we're proud to be such a part of such a welcoming, safe, talented, and thoughtful community. And as two trans folk living in the Midwest, we cannot overstate how much we appreciate and value the effort and consideration you put into cultivating such a caring space online. Anyone can joke about dworking and fucking dads. I suppose that is true. But a real one will always wrap their tight five with empathy. Enjoy the chips, and good luck to you all. We're rooting for you. Stay dangerous. Not enough non and loud whistles, aka Jason AJ. Wow.
How's it going, dude?
So here's what I think I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
I think I am gonna do a tier list of these chips, but I just ate, so I don't know if I'm gonna do that now. However,
I'm your boy in Madtown. I'll try to get that Foley short for you.
ooh, hell yeah. Thank you. Here's what I think we should do. I think I should just try the original flavor now and save all the extra flavors for a full-blown tier list that we bang out later. We can just establish a baseline with the old Dutch original palero chip. What do you guys think? Who here has had Old Dutch? I've never tried an Old Dutch before, but I want to get into it. Ooh, good nose. Okay. I was doing a bit and I inhaled a piece of chip. It's not that it smells bad. I just took a piece of chip in the fucking soft palate there. Okay. Here we go.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Are you sweating? I just came from the gym. I gotta take Farley for an hour-long walk basically after the gym. So my schedule is so tight. So I can't even shower usually. Okay, these go crazy. It's like a Lay's, but it's just got a better flavor. And they're ever so slightly more substantial. That is a really good basic potato chip. Nothing crazy here. Just a good potato chip. We'll do that tier list tomorrow. You watch Mob Psycho 100? I have. I made a robot. Would you like to watch it? Yes. Thank you to everybody for the hype train, by the way. Just deleting some stuff. It's time. Are you ready? I'm working on securing you a fuck bucket. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know I'm a DC fan. Okay, I am a DC fan, but I have enjoyed a lot of the Marvel projects, quite a bit. And one of the Marvel projects that has been an absolute standout for me has been the Deadpool series. I've really enjoyed it. For what it is, I've really enjoyed it. And it's always kind of felt like,
oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
you know,
It's
the
been 5
first
months
one
without
was
the
made on
streams.
almost
But
like
it's
a
about time you
micro
showed
budget.
Hall.
And then the second one, they gave them a little bit more freedom. And now it feels like with the third one, they're letting them just go roughshod. So I have not watched the trailer at all. It dropped today. We're going to first impression it here with you. We might watch this twice. Really excited for this project. Let's watch the trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine.
I told you, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome anywhere. Now get the fuck out of my bar.
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now.
Look, lady, I'm not interested.
All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick-tick, so upsy daisy. Here we
go.
Oh, whiskey dick of the claws. It's quite common in Wolverines over 40.
You don't want this.
Unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, I suggest you reconsider.
Oh my God.
I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about.
Not my fucking problem.
Is that what you said when your world went to shit?
Come again.
This Wolverine let down his entire world.
Oh, a dick stab.
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
Omega, thank you. Bro, I need whatever steroids Hugh Jackman is on. This guy's like 60 years old now, and he's fucking giga ripped.
I don't know anything about saving worlds, but you do.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero.
Might be a bodysuit, you're fucking tripping. If you think Huge Jackman didn't get like fucking giga zooted for this movie, you're crazy.
You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man. I am soaking wet right now.
I'm gonna fucking come.
Boys are so silly.
This is what I'm talking about.
Is that Ant-Man?
Big slow motion action sequence. Who knows if you live or die? Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Whoa, is that Doctor Strange?
Want to do some cocaine?
Hey, cocaine is the one thing that Feige said is off limits.
What about Bolivian marching
They
powder?
know all the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snowboarding?
Even disco dust.
White girl interrupted?
Even Forrest Bump.
Do you want to build a
White girl interrupted.
man?
Yes, but I can't.
Dude. Forrest Bump. Listen, I'm so excited for this. I mean, I as I said, I'm a DC fan, but from the beginning, Ryan Reynolds has loved Deadpool.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Right? The only reason that this project ever got made was Ryan Reynolds putting his dick on the line for a character that he really believed should make its way to screen. And he also had a vision for how these films should be done. And the first film was done so cost effectively that it's crazy. The second one was also a lot of fun, but this kind of feels like the realization of this project because from the beginning, Ryan Reynolds has been saying that he wants Hugh Jackman in this fucking project. He wants Deadpool and Wolverine. He wants Deadpool and Wolverine, and he finally has Deadpool and Wolverine. I like that they have kept. Thank you so much, Marvel Girl 5. Hey. Marvel Girl. We'll talk about Marvel. I like that it seems as of now. Go ahead.
Take no shit from anyone.
I have a feeling that the sequence of Wolverine in that field in the dark is when he meets his spirit animal, a talking panda.
Oh,
I would love
that's
that.
for cool.
Hey, it's that late night guy.
Marvel Girl 5 is Ryan's alt. Oh my God, that'd be huge. Ryan Reynolds, if you're watching, I will suck you and I will hawk.
Oh yeah, wow.
He's Avion tequila, right? That's his booze. I'll drink a full handle of
Wow,
Avion
that's very cool.
to get you on. I don't give a shit. It's gin. Oh fuck, whatever it is, it's Avion. Aviator. I don't know. I'm down for the cause. It could be fucking boot leather and engine grease. I'll drink it. Oh, gin. Jesus Christ, man. But I liked right from the beginning that one thing that they are doing is preserving the canon of Logan. It feels like.
Oh yeah, wow.
It feels like the Wolverine that we are seeing in this film is a Wolverine that we have not seen
Oh, yeah,
yet.
wow,
This
that's
is
very
an
cool.
Dick stab.
alternate universe Wolverine where things have gone different. And I do like the idea that Hugh Jackman loved Logan. He liked how it wound up his lore and his canon and his character. And by doing this, that remains
Oh, yeah, wow,
canon.
that's very
So
cool.
I appreciate that.
Reconsider.
Oh my God. Someone just speculated this is the X-Men 95 Logan or X-Men 97. That is awesome if that is true. That is awesome if that is true. I mean, he has the same suit.
I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about.
Not my fucking problem.
Is that what you said when your world went to shit?
Come again.
This Wolverine let down his entire world.
Dude, the dick stab is so insane.
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
He is old Logan. Incorrect. This is not old man Logan.
Oh, yeah,
Old
wow.
man Logan from the Logan film died. Spoiler alert. And they are keeping that as canon. This is a Wolverine from a different timeline.
I don't know anything about saving worlds, but you do.
Now, interestingly enough, he could be the Wolverine from, now this is deep lore. He could be the Wolverine from the original timeline in the original X-Men cartoon, where before Cable time travels, he's basically the last mutant as the Sentinels are like ripping the planet apart. That could be who this is.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero.
Oh yeah, wow.
You were an X-Man.
But that wouldn't be X-Men 97 because that is a separate timeline. That is X-Men 97's timeline is the timeline where Cable comes back and affects the timeline. So that would be a separate universe. All these fucking timelines, I know.
You were the X-Man.
You were the X-Man. Okay.
I am soaking wet right now.
Who cares? I'm just invested in seeing the movie. I agree, but
Really feels like I'm a whole different person now than I was then.
thank you so much. 30 months is a long time. I agree. I don't care what timeline he's from. It is just very cool because it potentially could mean building out in one direction or another, especially because we've seen Cable in Deadpool. It would make sense that this Wolverine is tied to that
My life.
because we've already seen the linchpin character in X-Men 97, which is Cable.
Boys are so silly.
This is what I'm talking about. Big slow motion action sequence.
Bro, this literally looks like, who is this character? This literally looks like a shot from fucking Mad Max. Okay. Who the fuck is this guy? Because it kind of looks like Nightcrawler, but Azrael?
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Max.
Azazel. Huh.
Oh yeah, wow, that's
Azazel from First Class. Interesting.
Talking about big slow motion action sequence. Who knows if you live or die? Let's fucking
Dude, the action choreo goes crazy.
go.
Let's fucking go.
It's like a little prayer.
Want to do some cocaine?
I love that they are kind of flaunting the fact that this is like a Disney movie, but we're going to make this fucking traumatic for them. Disney has no choice but to make this movie because it's too profitable, but we are going to torture the mouse.
It's the one thing that Feige said is off limits.
What about Bolivian marching
They
powder?
know all the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snowboarding?
Even disco dust.
White girl interrupted?
Even forest bump.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes! I can't.
Do you want to build a snowman? I'm stealing that. I'm excited, man. I am excited. I hope this movie goes crazy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen, I usually do 5 minutes of football. In the off season, I don't talk football except for one exception, and that is draft time. And we are 3 days away from the draft, and something happened that I would like to talk about. A guy that I really think is a stand-up human being was traded today. Zach Wilson never really found his footing in New York, was traded. They packaged a 7th round draft pick and Zach Wilson and half of his income to the Denver Broncos for a 6th round draft pick. Now, if anybody can save Zach Wilson, I wager that it's Sean Payton. If anybody can fix this kid and fix what's between his ears, because it's not his arm and it's not his legs. If anybody can fix that, it's Sean Payton. So good luck, God bless, and I hope you have more success in Denver than you had in New York, bud. So yeah, like Payton saved Wilson. I think Wilson just sucked. I don't know what else to say about that. He just was bad. I think Wilson, Dangerous Wilson, honestly, I think he just got a little too old. I think his fucking legs fell off. The Drew Brees, Zach Wilson comparison, that's so funny. Yeah, who knows? As I said, I don't think Zach Wilson's issue has ever been his physical ability. I truly think he had the yips. Now, that might be New York and the New York fan base just being so fucking obstinate and horrible. Yeah, good luck to him. Here's the robot I made. Ooh. Bender is here with AI. What? Oh?
Listen up, humanoids. Ever wonder how a bundle of code ends up smarter and sassier than you? Behold the video that spills the beans of my creation. Spoiler, it's all brain and no brawn and absolutely no emotional breakdowns from the devs. Yeah, right. So click away.
Wait, this looks digital. Is this digital?
Warning may cause existential crisis and a
or is he real?
But because
oh, he's real.
And there we have it. All right, that's basically how we start making
meat bag, but because it's my build montage. Here's a song to jam to.
Oh, here's the guy who sent it, by the way. Sorry, I skipped past.
Another AI model so that it can transcribe that and send back an audio clip that sounds just like him. And then I want to animate him, animate his mouth, animate his eyes, make him look around so he could look right at me. It's almost too easy.
time
Alright,
later.
So after some time, now we have a cat.
Wait, I want to see the finished product. Oh.
So it's these eyes and the base moving.
Oh! Oh!
So how about we feed the face detection information into the motors?
Bro, you should absolutely take this thing to like Comic-Con or something of the like, oh, sorry, I had my screen scaled for AFK. Here, you guys can see better if I do this. Transform, fit to screen. There we go. Oh!
Asking, huh? Hey Bender, what do you think about being my new personal assistant?
Processing.
Ha! Me, work for you. I'd rather be in a scrapyard symphony. Find another sucker.
Dude, this is cool. This is a really neat project. You got to build his body and like take him to cons. People would get a fucking kick out of seeing Bender at a con for sure. This is awesome.
Shiny metal.
You guys know I love me some robos. I'm gonna link this in chat, guys. So if you want to check it out, I kind of breezed through it as I am a streamer with the attention span of a fly, but definitely go check that out.
I'm ballsy. I don't take shit from me.
Yes?
Well, I love that you brought up my home city of Cleveland again for Americomi up on Fear End.
Thank
For
you.
better or worse, we full send whether it's millions of balloons or 10-cent beers.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Yeah, I mean, we brought back a segment that I love
you
called
inspired me to lose 30
Sure.
pounds. I just got my dream job too. I just wanted to share with the family.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah,
Good
wow.
shit.
That's very cool.
27 months, holy EI. Love you, B. Thanks for the streams.
Thank you
Tell
so
my
much.
dad I said hi, please.
Yeah, I will. I will for sure. Yeah, we brought back one of people's favorite segments. We brought back America Me Up on the podcast. I kind of knew everybody was going to be low energy because we were coming from 4 hours of filming 4 hours of filming Master Baker. And I was like, all right, I got to kind of have some segments ready here or I don't know how this is going to go. And I was correct. They were exhausted. So I'm glad that I did. Wait, I would just send something. Hold on one sec. What is this? Offline TV just posted something. What is this?
Wow, that's very cool.
I stand Will Neff.
I stand Will Neff.
Yeah, I just like anybody that is like Will Neff.
Will
type,
Neff
you know what I
stands Chris
mean?
Farley. He does.
Oh.
We connected on that. We're like, Chris Farley? Or R.I.P. Yeah.
Like I just look at people like
The
Will
goat.
Neff and I'm like, wow, you're a different breed, and I respect that. And I,
Will Neff has Will Neff is like the perfect. He's like, if Chris Farley and Jack Black had a son.
yeah, Will Neff. I stand Will Neff.
I stand Will Neff.
Jesus. How am I going to get
Yeah,
my
I just
head
like-
through the door with all this ego they're giving me? What a sweet thing to say. God, I love all three of those people. What a way to boost me up today. Chat, you don't even deserve me. Offline TV stands me. I think I'm gonna quit. I gotta go out on top. Anyway, good stream, guys. All right, thank you so much. See you later.
So stoked to see so many more people loving your shtick, bruh. Thank you for what you do, dude, Peepo, and more.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I do catch a lot of strays, though, too. OTK Will Neff lasted 3 weeks. Yeah, baby, I'm moving on. I'm OTV now. Throw up the V. You should have talked nicer about me. What is this? The worst product I've ever reviewed for now. $700. The human AI pin. What the?
So, unfortunately, this thing is bad at almost everything it does, basically all the time. Where do I even start? So I guess first of all, okay, it's supposed to just answer questions, right? It can kind of do that sometimes, but one, it's often slow because most of these requests go to the cloud and come back and there's just a long wait. And two, it's often wrong because AI still can hallucinate and there are still issues with it just not understanding correctly or just saying the wrong thing. And that's not even mentioning server timeouts if you have a poor internet connection, which happens to me all the time in this studio. So when they do most of the demos, like on their websites and in their videos, they'll ask a question and then they'll let go and keep talking to fill the silence. So it's not awkward as you wait for an answer and realize how long it is. But even on this fast studio Wi-Fi here, who designed the Washington Monument?
Finding designer. The Washington Monument was designed by Robert Mills, a prominent 19th century American architect from South Carolina. The construction was eventually completed by Thomas.
So you can just hold your hand up to put your answer on your hand and interrupt that it's talking so much. But even that was like a pretty good performance for the AI pin in ideal fast Wi-Fi conditions. But there are many, many times when I feel like it's way slower. And it seems like it goes to the internet for almost everything. I mean, there's a few queries I guess might be local, like, what time is it?
11:42 a.m.
Like, that's pretty fast. The battery life, you can tell me that pretty fast. But it feels like basically everything else is just shoveling it off to the cloud, not computing on the device. And it takes...
Dude, you get one of these, the Google Vision, a Dune fuck bucket, and you don't ever have to interact with reality again.
But it's also just wrong all the time. Like, I remember asking it days before the solar eclipse when the next eclipse was, and it said 2044. I asked it, what's some good Asian food in the area? And over again, it thought I said, what's the best ash for some reason?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm always looking for some good ash.
When is the next Nets game?
So this is $700? That's crazy. I don't know. I've never used, thank you so much. I've never used any of the personal assistants. I've never used any of like, I don't even use like Siri or, sorry, I must set someone's, all the other ones. I just am like, I can just Google this or confidently be wrong, which is another thing I'm good at, right? Why would I look up an answer for this when I can just confidently be wrong? Hatsune Miku, the Planet of Wonder and Fragment of Wishes game. Now, what in the hot fuck is this? Wait, why does it look like... Do you like Hatsune Miku? Use this at once. Oh. Hatsune Miku. Why are you torturing me? Someone sent me this. I don't know. Do you folks like Hatsune Miku? By the way, I downloaded a emulator on my phone, and I've been playing Pokemon on my phone. Oh, yeah, wow, game changer.
Cool. Neff King.
It was a slow week, but news and Discord. Thank you, Haas. We will do the news, and then we will get to some segments that I think people are going to be very excited about. The Watchers official trailer. Warner Brothers movie. Let's take a look.
I'm going out tonight. Try not to die. Try not to die. Try not to die. I thought you couldn't talk.
What a grim thing to say to your pet. Bro, okay. What are we, just stealing shots now? What the hell is this? This is just the exact shot from Lahain. What the fuck is this? Wait. Somebody better sue somebody. Bro, hello? Directors steal shots all the time. True, they do. They use the idea of a shot, but this is the exact shot. I mean, this is the exact shot. Like, I mean, even the way that they transition into the shot is the exact same. Like, I'll be honest, it is one thing to draw inspiration. It is quite another to just steal something. This is straight up theft. This is bar for bar. This ain't even an homage. Like, the mirror is the same. The camera push is the same. The way that they did the setup, they obviously have a body double. Okay, so for those of you at home who don't know how they do this, this is a body double. This is not the actor or actress. Then they build a frame right here, and when they push, the actors match action, and there's no mirror here. And they did the exact same thing. Except they positioned these wrong. Oh my God, look at that. Did they mirror that incorrectly? I don't know. Sorry, that just took me back. That's one of my favorite shots of all time. And to see it like done exactly, it was strange to me. I'm sorry. I don't mean to shit on the quality of this film. I don't even know what this film is, but that was very strange to see. Like, that was very strange.
Don't look at me like that.
Tarantino does this shit all the time. No, he doesn't. He pays homage, certainly, but I don't know if I've ever seen a 1-for-1 that close.
Oh, yeah, wow, that's very cool.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know if I've ever seen a 1-for-1 that close ever. Aside from like a obvious parody that is like meant to do like a joke version of the thing that they're making. That was very close.
Sometimes.
Black Swan, true, but again, you're adapting at least from an animated to a live action. Is it that bad? I've seen something like the Akira slide a ton. That is true. The Akira slide does exist, but usually it's a different vehicle or it's like a different setup or from a different camera angle. This is the same shot, the same set, the same camera move, the same actor coordination. That is the closest 1-for-1 I've ever seen in film, probably.
Need some help. Where's the car?
It's not even a big deal, I'll be honest. It just surprised me.
You have 5 seconds before the door is sealed. 5, 4, 3.
Oh, it's this movie. Interesting.
What is happening? What is this place?
I know this
I don't mean to scare you,
film.
But we haven't much time. It's not wise to keep them waiting. They'll be very interested in someone new.
It's a window on the other side. They come every night.
And they watch us.
What is that? What are they doing?
Applause. For you, mean it.
there have been movies that copy this scene bar for bar. This only copied the bend out. Find them for me. Go ahead and post them in chat.
How long have you been here?
I don't know.
You've never seen one.
No one sees one and survives.
They have come to our world for a reason.
I'm not supposed to be here, and I'm not staying here.
They allow us to live because we follow their rules. You have broken too many.
Dude, it's so funny that this is M. Night's daughter, and I get such a Village vibe from this.
What did you see?
I'm trying to get in. I saw myself.
Someone's out there.
Please open the door.
John? My husband's outside.
This is a trick.
Oh my God.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I do think this film has so much potential. It gives me such the Village vibes, and I'm so worried that M. Night's daughter will feel the same pressure that M. Night feels, where for some reason M. Night still feels the pressure that in the final, like, 2 minutes of every one of his films, he has to defy every expectation you have with a twist that is like, oh my God, oh my God, oh fuck. It was all an ad for cereal. They were trying to tell me the whole time. It's interesting. I feel like this film was like the beginning of the end for M. Night, right? The Village, the film I was referencing, was like the first film where people were like, hey, that M. Night film kind of fucking sucked. Which is really interesting, because if you watch this film, 2/3 of this movie is pretty good. And then the ending is like one of the most wretched things ever. So I hope that his daughter takes a lesson from that, and maybe you can have some element of twist or misdirection, but don't feel like the entire project hinges on like you undermining everything that you have built in the last 10 minutes of the film. Split was his last good movie. Split was a very good film. I actually liked the series he did too, Servant. I thought it was pretty good for what it was. If I'm being honest. Did you watch the new Deadpool trailer? I did. I'm going to grab some water, guys. Sorry.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool. Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Sorry for the delay, guys. It died. Thank you for the subscripciones.
Oh yeah, wow,
The
that's very
subscripciones.
cool.
Hanks Live, thank you. You in Japan. Sure, let's take a look. I hope this person is being awesome.
Milk buy will go do. Anything
Oh yeah, wow,
want
that's very
is
cool.
there. Coffee want is really understand did Coffee also by will do. There is a burden for this. No. Go and return will do. Go and return. First time meet this is. Josh exists. Hero exists. Treating well, please, humbly is. Treating well, humbly, please is. Hero, humble, honorific. Hobby, there is, exist, question mark. Skiing, to do, thing of exist.
Mizu korasai. Arigato gozaimasu.
Exists is.
I've been doing my Duolingo.
Being, pleasing status, good, exists. Josh, honorific, hobby, exist, there is, question mark. Hobby, particle, skateboard, to do, thing of, exists, is. True, is, question.
You better or the owl will get you. Yeah, the owl, like, he like starts to die if you don't do your daily exercises, which is really funny. He like starts to...
I'm ballsy.
Yeah.
I don't take no shit from anyone.
Hey Will. I subbed to 4 or 5 creators and was thinking about getting Twitch Turbo instead. Do you know how that impacts the creators directly? I assume the support is much less. Love stream.
Yeah. It is a lot less, but here's what I would say.
Australia alone
I'm
coming.
gonna give you the real shit right now. I'm gonna give you the real shit right now. If a streamer has over 2,000 viewers, they probably don't need your sub rev to survive. They don't. I'm not speaking for everyone. I'm saying probably. So if you sub to 5 creators, what I would say is keep your subs to the smallest 2. Support small streamers with subscriptions. It really does make a big difference. But for a streamer like me, I will not fault you at all for stopping your subscription and getting Turbo. I love subscriptions. It's really nice. It's cool to see my emotes. I try and make it worthwhile for my subscribers because I feel like that I owe them. But ultimately, keep your subscriptions to the small streamers who need it, and for big guys like me, don't worry about it as much. That's what I would say. That is my full honesty. Now, one thing I would say though is if I run a fucking ad or do a sponsored stream, you shut the fuck up and you say how much you love that video game, okay? Because that's how I'm making my living now, because I'm telling you not to subscribe. All right? You don't come in and you ask to see my butthole when you know I can't even respond to that. Play an AFK journey. All right? You fuckers. By the way, for everyone that did come to the AFK Journey stream, thank you so much. We gave out $2,000 worth of hot sauce that day. I gave out like 110 bottles, which was awesome.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Thank you.
So that's what you get if you show up for the sponsored stuff. All right, it's easier to tip the scales when you're covered in them. The Cod Dinosaurus Ultra Skin is ready. I can't think of a single series that has lost its identity this bad. Okay, let's look at the new Call of Duty skin. What the fuck is that? And it's got the BB from Death Stranding? And it's rendered in 180p? What the fuck happened? Bro, I admit I haven't played Call of Duty in a while, but bro, his face isn't even animated. Like his jaw doesn't move. Look, he's got a fixed expression the entire time. Holy shit. How much is this skin? How much is this skin, COD players? Be honest. This got to be like a $30 skin, right? 40? No. $20? That's still crazy. He can get you car insurance or 15 minutes alive. To be honest, I would prefer the Geico guy skin over whatever the hell that is. This is more insane. A COD mobile skin.
Do you have any tips for someone trying to get into the gym for the first time? Like, what do I do? Ha ha ha.
Oh, yeah, wow,
Tips for someone getting into the gym for the first time. Just get in there. Just get in there. That is really the best thing I can say to you is like, if you drive to the gym, walk to the gym, and you are there, you'll pick something up. You'll do something. And like, it's like anything. When I first started streaming, I was god awful at it. I was bullshit at it, but I just kept showing up. And by showing up, by the very nature of just getting there, I was like, all right, I'm starting to learn things. There is such a wealth of resources on the internet for fitness. Now, if you really want a fitness program you can trust, this is a hack. This is a hack. This is a big time hack, okay? This is a big time hack. Try and think of the body you would like.
Oh, yeah, wow. That's for
whatever athlete.
Your honesty and transparency is appreciated.
Thank you so much. Go follow that athlete's training program. Like 90% of athletes or athletic programs, whether it be the Chicago Bulls or the fucking Kansas City Chiefs, will publish their off-season workout program. And so you know it's not bro science. You know it's not fucking Liver King. These are professional athletes. And if you can even do like 10% of their program, then you'll get more fit. So if you really have no idea what you're doing, that's where I would start. And just kind of like suss it out. And also listen to your body. For the love of God, listen to your body. There is no cut and paste fitness program. There is none. Some people are going to have stronger backs. Some people are going to have stronger legs. Some people are going to have knee pain. Some people are going to have pain in their wrists. Listen to your fucking body. If every workout program in the world is telling you to do bench press and your wrists hurt every time you do bench press, then fuck bench press. It's not for you. That's it. Listen to your body and keep working at it.
Don't worry, soldier. I'm with you every step of the way.
What am I looking at?
Together.
What is this?
We fight for the generations to come.
No. This is a gun? This is a gun? This is a D-Day gun. No.
Don't worry, soldier. I'm with you every step of the way. We stand together.
This is a gun.
We fight for the generations.
This is the inspect animation. What the fuck are they thinking? Yo, some COD designer did peyote for the first time and was like, I got an idea. What if we put all of D-Day as a skin?
Oh, yeah, wow. That's very cool.
Hot damn 21 months. If it were years, I could drink.
Game so good it needed 4 title sequence. Thank you so much for that. What is this?
Wait for me.
It had 4 title screens? There's no way. Sick. I gotta wash my hands. They're sticky. I don't like that feeling. I love streaming. Boop, 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 boop. I'm back. Woo! Wow. All right. Thoughts on the new Kaiju number 8. So interestingly enough, I read a lot of Kaiju number 8, and I actually really liked it.
Wow, that's very cool.
I thought Kaiju number 8 was pretty cool, and I've been liking the anime thus far. This is the opening.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
15 months. Now I can get my learner's permit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Stats for the Name 100 Women challenge? Oh, God. I don't know if I want to look at this.
I've seen hell rise out of your eyes. Creep up a night to your demise. You gotta fight.
Yeah, this goes crazy. Stats for the Name 100 Women challenge. Oh, God.
Naming 100 women.
Am I in this?
How fast I can do this.
At Will Neff, thanks for 2 years of movies and fun and comedy.
Oh, my God. I did better than this.
I'm so stuck
Zen Master Ben, thank you.
March was Women's History Month, and to honor it, Cutie Cinderella decided to challenge a bunch of streamers to name 100 women as fast as they could. Some of them rose to the occasion, booted up a stream, and started naming women.
Chat, today we have a brand new challenge.
Out of the 15 she originally mentioned, I was able to find footage for 9 streamers. Slime, Doug, Point Crow, Will Neff.
Hey, that's me!
Prezzo, Pay Money Wobby, Northern Lion, and
wow,
finally
that's very cool.
Ludwig.
Name one man
I was
right
quite
now.
intrigued by the results of each
Benjamin
participant,
Franklin.
mainly where they knew these women from. So I decided to analyze their performance. First, let's talk about the process.
Okay, I do want to say that I named so many porn stars because before it, I told Caroline, I was like, I bet I can do it with all porn stars. And she was like, I'd like to see that. And I was like, I'll do it. I'll go for it, bar for bar.
Let's check out what the global results were, and finally go a little bit deeper into each individual performance.
Oh my
trying to
God,
understand
the
more
Knicks
about
just
our
took 10
favorite
years off
streamers
my life
and
but
the
caught the
women
dub.
in their heads.
Let's go.
So first I had to watch their respective streams and write down the women as they did. Some were pretty quick and some were somewhat slower.
Hey, Will, I've been having a rough time lately, but I'm working on trying to have a PMA, positive mental attitude. But when I see you're live, it honestly helps me a lot. I can escape and enjoy some good laughs. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. I'm glad I'm helping with your positive mental attitude.
After I collected these 900 names, I googled each woman one by one.
Oh, no.
Wrote down their profession
Oh, no.
and the reason they're famous for.
Oh, no.
Quite the daunting task, but especially so when the information they wrote wasn't sufficient to identify the specific woman they meant. Luckily, most of the time, they did explain what they meant when writing it down.
Yep.
If you ask me like Survivor players, I feel like I can't get that right now.
Yeah, I put Mulan in there.
Parvati, Sandra.
The White Witch? Fleetwood Mac, baby. That's Stevie Nicks. I said that.
Do I need to know that they're doing?
I think I even said Stevie Nicks, The White Witch, and then I wrote The White Witch.
Figures.
For the women that I couldn't really find, or the ones that just aren't valid, I categorized them as no clue. Thankfully, there weren't a lot of them. Actually, let's start looking at the stats while we're here, because after correctly assigning a job to each woman, I could see which were the most popular ones. Our top 5 categories are actresses, streamers, musicians, that includes singers, politicians, and historic figures.
Am I all 33 porn actresses? There's no way.
But I wasn't really satisfied with these results, as some women were named multiple times. I wanted to see how many unique women were named, and the number went from 900 down to 550. Our top 5 category is still similar, but with musicians now being more numerous than streamers. This means that most people citing streamers were actually citing the same ones, whereas musicians were more diverse.
Oh, it's 19, my bad.
As I was compiling the data, I was quite curious to see who was the most popular woman, and I was pretty puzzled because although some lists looked pretty similar, some others, and particularly Northern Lion's list, was completely different. As
Yeah, Northern Lion just has such a, he's so good on movies. He remembers so much movie stuff.
Whatsoever. Because of that, the most popular woman amongst these 9 streamers was Hillary Clinton.
Yeah!
Every single person put her name on their list. Congrats, Hillary. You're the most popular woman. This is impressive, as Michelle Obama, who was the example from the original tweet, was only named 8 times, with Will Neff being the only one not to include her in it.
Based, dude, fucking based.
Sharing the second place with Michelle was Cutie Cinderella and Pokimane, both also being named 8 times. Congrats to both of them. Oh, and don't forget that you can pause at any time or check out the Google Sheet on Twitter if you want some more specific information about a particular name or a particular streamer. Now let's take a look at the top in some of our most popular categories. Our top 5 actresses-wise were Sydney Sweeney, Tina Fey,
Based! Fucking based!
Jennifer Aniston, Jennifer Lawrence, and Zendaya. I think that's where we can start to see some interesting things, like the fact that people's brains seem to gravitate towards either iconic people or people that are trendy right now. Music-wise, we got
that's why she was in my mind.
Swift, Ariana Grande, and Beyonce. J.K. Rowling was the most popular writer. Porn actresses were quite the category too, with Lisa Ann being named by more than half of our participants. She was closely followed by Mia Malkova and Riley Reid in that same category. Now, before we
Okay, look, I can tell you right now, all of these are me. All of these are me. That is amazing.
Dive deeper into each individual performance. I want to thank my friend Victor for his help.
Cytheria.
Because I don't know how to write.
Bro, I turned this vaguely European guy onto a whole new world of porn. I'll tell you right now.
Formula without having to Google it first. So if you want to thank him as well, you can check out his band on YouTube. I'll put the link in the description. Oh, and if you put a comment over there, be sure to write down some nonsense in French.
You spelled Janice's last name completely wrong. I said I would. I said I'm a slow typer and I'm dyslexic. I'm going to have Haas type for me. And everybody's like, no, you can't do that. And then I spelled things wrong. People are like, blah, blah, blah.
Shit from anyone.
I got the face cream that you recommended, and my wife for the first time said my skin looks great and that they should sponsor you. Neff.
Why did you leave the comment? You could have just edited that message.
Back to our analysis, and let's start with Slime.
God, this is so hard when you're on the spot.
Slime was 29 seconds faster than the average, with a time of 26.
I want to get to Will Neff. Okay, here we go.
5 minutes. I guess we know where your priorities lie, Eric. Will Neff is next, and he was 4 minutes faster than the average.
Nice!
Time of 23:16.
Nice!
There's just one problem, though.
Yes.
He seems that he only actually named 94 women.
Huh.
Some of his answers seem invalid. Examples include Mulan, Helen of Troy, and Eleanor Rixby. All.
What? Helen of Troy? How is that not valid? She's the face that launched 1,000 ships.
Fictional characters, at least according to Google. But Will Neff did dominate the category. Porn actresses.
Yeah!
An incredible 14 names.
Yeah!
He actually named more porn actresses than regular actresses.
Yeah!
Good for you, Will.
Yeah! That was all he said about me.
2113.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
My streamer.
Okay. First of all, Eleanor Rigby. She looked at all the lonely people, ladies and gentlemen.
Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church where a wedding has been.
I'm going to count that. Second, Helen of Troy. I mean, come on, bro. Helen of Troy, the most beautiful woman to have ever existed. Look at all this information on her. Here she is. She isn't real, Will? You can't prove that. You can't prove that. What are you going to say next? Jesus of Christ wasn't a real person either? Dumb. And the last one. Mulan. I mean, it's based on a true story. Also, there was a live action Mulan. So, you know, I was allowed to use nicknames. So at the very least, it was this person. Easy. And the last one that I know he had issue with, let me keep it a buck for a second. The last one that I know he had issue with is my aunt, Gay Ebers. And she was the first female managing director on Wall Street. So just because you don't know your lore on Wall Street, I'm not gonna not name my aunt. She's a badass. So I reject your thesis, sir. I simply reject your thesis. Helen of Troy, Mulan, Eleanor Rigby, and Gay Ebers, I'm going to count them. Because I'm brave enough to stand up for those women. You have to watch Late Night with the Devil. It's so good. You had 6? I'm trying to think of who the other 2 would have been. Oh, the White Witch. I said who that was. That's Stevie Nicks. If you know who Stevie Nicks is, you know that everybody calls her the White Witch. I was told you could use nicknames. Everybody knows Stevie Nicks is the White Witch. So that's 5. Did anybody know who the last one was? I think I even said Fleetwood Mac, Stevie Nicks, the White Witch, and then I wrote the White Witch. You can check the spreadsheet. Does anybody know who the last one was that he invalidated? Chat's mom. Okay, feels good.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Almost 4 years. Down 20 pounds this year and stronger than ever. You're an inspiration, Neff.
Oh. Uffy? Bro. Come on. That would have taken him 2 seconds. This is Uffy.
Let me tell you what I do.
The singer on this track is Uffy.
After picking the right clothes for about an hour. Ooh, I'm turning orange from all the carrots around my neck. Tonight I'm taking out the bling and I'm dressed to impress. Out on the streets, all the taxis are showing me love. Cause I'm
Here she is right here. Easily Googleable. So those were the 6 he didn't agree with? That was easy.
shining like a princess in the middle of thugs. And at the club, the bouncers recognize my face. So while you waiting in the line, we just enter the place. Let's get this party started, right? Let's get drunk and freaky fire.
You stretch the hell out of those? Come on. How? Stevie Nicks is the White Witch. I could have wrote Stevie Nicks. Uffy's performance name is Uffy. Gay Ebers is one of the most famous people on Wall Street because she, well, if you look into it, she had a big case because they basically discriminated against her because she was a woman and paid her less. So the New York Times wrote about her multiple times. Helen of Troy, come on. That's like saying Jesus of Nazareth isn't real. I'm counting that. And then Mulan. Okay, Mulan was a stretch.
I have to assume you already saw this. I can't breathe.
Go Knicks. I assume you already saw this. Yeah, bro.
The Hart, back to Brunson. Brunson double team, splits the defense. Lowry takes it away, picked up by DiVincenzo. 8 on the 24, DiVincenzo, corner to Brunson. Sidestep.
Bang!
Shot. It's good! Took the bounce and went in. 2-point game. Ball knocked loose. And Max.
How about those Knicks, man?
Went in. Shot.
Dude, this, I cannot believe that went in. The likelihood of you hitting the outside of the rim and it bouncing forward is actually crazy. That's a shooter's bounce right there. Tom Cruise did a breakdancing routine and it ended with the splits at Victoria Beckham's birthday party last week. People were absolutely dumbfounded. He's him. He's fucking him. Yeah, the name 100 women thing, whatever. It was supposed to be fun. I think I did a good job. Will star and produce an adaptation of the video game El Paso Elsewhere. The game is I've never played El Paso Elsewhere. Is it a good game? Kinds of Kindness. Wait a minute. Is this directed by who I think it's directed by? Oh, fucking Yorkers.
Do my nails, cut my hair, I'm a brand new bitch. Cut my face and my glare, and my new look set on the place we can share. Put you on the A-list. Do my nails, cut my hair, I'm a brand new bitch.
Sexo. Will's gonna love this. We'll see.
Brand new bitch.
Another Yorgos film. By the way, I just want to clear something up. The first thing that when you Google Stevie Nicks, how Fleetwood Mac's Stevie Nicks became the new age White Witch. This is not something I made up, by the way. He gave you Stevie? Oh, he did? Good. That wasn't disqualified. It was Jet from Gladiators? What? What? Well, that's the most fraudulent one yet. Anybody here knows who Jet is. I literally have her fucking fan merchandise. Has the whole world gone crazy? Is this not a woman? Madness reigns. Oh, I forgot we have the news to do, guys. We have news, goddammit. It's time for everybody's favorite segment, Monday News Day. I know you wait all week for it, folks. Don't worry. You know, there aren't any other news streamers on this platform worth watching that will give you the news that matters. So here we go. Let's get into it. First story of the day. This cow will sell you a gun?
Here's something to smile about. One business in Fairfield is taking a new approach to hiring staff. And let's just say they're turning to our furry companions for help. Logan Hoffman and photojournalist Mark Redeker introduces us to Cade.
Sometimes when you walk into a business, there may be a store cat or dog. But what about a cow?
You want to chew on the beard?
Adam Hensey is the owner of A&G Shooting in Fairfield. He hired an utterly cute shop cow last Tuesday.
He's the ambassador of goodwill around here, I guess. Didn't plan on having a cow, but now we have a cow, so what do you do with a cow? You treat it like a dog and you bring it to work.
1 week on the job today. It's time for a performance review.
Oh, excellent. Top notch.
I am so conflicted by the gun cow.
Quite the following.
It is adorable, but he's selling firearms.
Hi, as a local celebrity.
Adam tells us the new employee has certainly caused a stampede into the store.
He's brought in more people. I don't know what business, but...
Oh, God, that makes me sad.
People are definitely surprised. I think the most I hear is, oh, it's a goat or a moose or a deer. They're not used to seeing a cow, especially in a gun shop.
Employees are just as starstruck by...
Okay, I can fix her.
Employees are just as
Gun goth girl and gun cow. This store is doing it right.
Struck by their furry coworker.
He raises spirits. He's quite a character. He's awesome for morale.
Cool. My favorite thing to do is probably sit on the floor, and he'll come and sit right on my lap and just chill.
Some people have asked how much for the cow. What would you say to them?
Priceless.
Moo cow, thank you.
No way.
Logan Hoffman, WABI.
Yo, that cow is motoring. I mean, that's marketing.
Oh my gosh.
Gun violence in that area will go up because of how cute that cow is. There's no way. There's no way. All right, here's our next story.
Oh, yeah, wow. That's very cool.
Snakes cause havoc on Japanese bullet train. This is just deadly snakes. A stowaway snake brought a stowaway snake brought a Japanese high-speed bullet train to a standstill on the Nagoya-Tokyo route yesterday, with a delay of nearly 20 minutes on a famously punctual service. The reptile was discovered by a passenger on Tuesday, April 16th. The Japanese Times reported high sexo and caused a 17-minute delay to commuter service, something virtually unheard of for Japanese bullet trains. The average delay that is crazy. That they had to wrangle a deadly snake And the delay was less than you face for a normal like train in New York. That is crazy. The snake was removed from the carriage after being spotted. Though staff switched to the service to a different train following the incident, causing the delay. It is not certain whether the reptile was venomous or presented any danger to fellow passengers.
Hey, Will.
However,
been subs since the old Rust days. When are we getting a dork stream?
I don't know. I don't know when we'll get another dork stream, but you might get some more Rust soon. However, a Central Japanese Railway Company spokesperson told AFP that there was no panic or injuries. God, the Japanese are so efficient that not even a deadly snake interrupted their morning commute. Don't bring snakes to hospitals. Hospital staff plead with bike victims to stop bringing snakes to emergency departments.
Problem we've been having is that several patients have brought live and dead snakes into the emergency department this year alone. That is really the opposite of what we want people to be doing. We don't need to see the snake to know how to safely treat you. We can determine if you need antivenom, and if so, what antivenom you need based on clinical signs, blood tests, and also the snake bite.
It's gotta be Australia.
That we keep here at the hospital. We can safely treat you, and we're actually not trained to identify snakes, and so it's not helpful. It just puts the staff at risk as well as yourself.
That's interesting. I'm going to be honest. I'm one of those people who, like, when Caroline got bit by that venomous spider, I put it in a jar.
Oh, that's very cool.
And I was like, if we got to go to the hospital, we got to bring that fucker. We got to bring him with.
Oh, yeah, wow, that's very cool.
King of Late Night.
Thank you.
Have you seen the Magic the Gathering X Cowboy Bebop collab? Sending love XOXO.
Oh, yeah,
Yes, I
wow,
have.
That's very cool.
And I need it. I reached out to Pay Money Wubby about how to coordinate to get some of those cards. I need those cards. I got to have them. Yeah, so basically I'm admitting that I would have done that wrong. Animals went wild during the eclipse.
Drunk vultures. Got to talk about that.
Okay, this one started with a bang.
Drunk vultures. Got to talk about this. Oh. Animal control in a community in Connecticut picked up a pair of
King
black
of Late
vultures
Night.
that
Thank you
appeared
for
to be
28
in
months.
pretty bad
Thank you
shape
for
over
28
the
months.
weekend. After a slew of tests, staff at an animal rehab center in the town of Killingworth determined the vultures were not sick. They were just drunk. They'd likely found something fermented while dumpster diving.
Oh.
Staff gave them fluids and a good
Wubby's
rest
dead though?
and released
What happened to wait, Wubby died? What happened?
them after a nice big breakfast.
Lesson learned. Don't consume things you don't know what you're familiar with. There's a little lesson there.
Yes, sadly.
Vultures just had a really nice
Wubby's
weekend.
banned? What did Wubby get banned for this time?
Just needed a little
Enjoyed the
extra,
weather. Yes.
little extra TLC on the way back.
Self-suck incident? Oh my God. It's getting all of us. R.I.P. Wubby.
Good morning.
Hello.
There's a certain
How are you?
Okay.
Meet Stanley
Whoa.
Park's longest resident.
Okay. Sorry. That was two stories playing. He's been MIA since the self-suck incident. Actually, Austin Show told us that he was talking to a fireman and he was like, "Hey, can you tell us your wildest story?" And the fireman was like, "Yeah, we went into a building one time and sometimes you're too late to help the people that you're called to help. And we found a guy doubled over. And he had been sticking his dick in a jar of peanut butter and then sucking the peanut butter off. And he did it so vigorously that he cut off his air supply and passed out and died. So, we joke a lot about self-suck in this community, but it kills. It's a killer. So, we should be more sensitive. Died a hero.
There's a certain quality of disbelief.
He's in Valhalla now. I love that. I love that. This dude just is sucking peanut butter off his own cock. Dies. Thank you for the sound effect. Wakes up with like the greatest warriors in history. They're like, how did you die, great warrior? I was sucking my own cock. Oh, he might be the greatest warrior of us all. The Valkyries ushered you by hand to Valhalla.
That comes with seeing things that don't belong in everyday life.
Oh my God.
And for residents of Butte, Montana Tuesday.
Butte, Montana? Oh, it's Butte. The meth capital of Montana, baby. Let's go.
Like Matea Smith, who was driving with her husband. An elephant strolling down the street definitely fit the bill.
He was like, oh my gosh, there's an elephant. And I kind of was joking with him and I thought I was in the parking lot. Then he was like, no, there's an elephant. So I looked up and I was like, oh, there is an elephant in the road.
The manager of the Civic Center, where the Jordan World Circus...
Oh, Jordan World Circus is in trouble. You can't let your elephants run wild.
Staging, confirming to NBC affiliate KECI, the giant animal apparently got spooked by the sound of a truck backfiring during a bath and bolted.
So set the scene for me, right? You see the elephant coming down the street, and then how long after are her handlers also pursuing Viola?
I'd say 30.
Dude, we need a native elephant population in Montana. Even if they're an invasive species, that would be so hype.
Seconds behind her, but the problem is that an elephant's much faster than a human. So you see the elephant get into the road, and by the time she's over by the casino, her handlers are just running out as fast as they can.
Once Viola popped up on this gas station security
Viola.
My coworker here pointed out, there's an elephant. Started jumping up and down, pointing out the window.
And then trotted right by the casino. All bets were off. Witnesses say the whole circus-like scene lasted around 20 minutes before the powerful pachyderm was safely recaptured. Jordan World Circus did not respond to NBC News' request for comment, but their website showed a scheduled stop in Butte the same day as Viola's escape. Now it's a tall tale for a town of
Nah, that was someone else's elephant.
35,000, accustomed to seeing plenty of animals.
Cool.
Tyrese, no species to invade in Montana.
Coyotes, lots of bears.
True.
But nothing quite like this.
I will never forget this. It's not every day you get to see an elephant just
49
wander
months of
through
neck
your
high
hometown.
sexo.
Hi, Sexo. Okay, real question. Is Sexo the best emote on Twitch? Of course it is.
And the chase, if you want to call it that, ended outside of someone's apartment complex. The local sheriff telling us that they were able to resolve the situation, the circus staff was, without law enforcement getting involved. And guys, you know, they say an elephant never forgets. And in this case, the town will never forget its elephant.
I can't even imagine. Can you imagine a little kid? Mommy, there's an elephant in the street. She's like, yeah, right. Yeah. Exactly.
Hey.
Huh. Good morning, America. I'm Al Roker. You might recognize me, but probably not because I've lost 200 pounds. Whoa. Can Lynx deodorant tame fighting rams? We put the trick to the test on kiwi farms. Wait, they used Axe deodorant?
Lynx Africa deodorant spray.
Rise and return, thank you.
Stocking filler for teenage boys, or perhaps it's your chosen deodorant.
I nailed this one. Hang on, let me see. You did. Sucking peanut butter off his own cock. Dies. Thank you for the sound effect. I mean, that was masterclass right there.
But have you heard of it being used as a tool in a sheep farmer's toolbox? A UK shepherd swears by the spray to tame her fighting rams. Keisha Brownlee took the theory to a Kiwi farm.
Normally popular with teenage boys for its stimulating scent, Lynx Africa apparently has an entirely different effect on rival rams.
It's like an off switch. And you don't put much on, obviously, spray the fleece.
UK shepherdess Sam Bryce claims it's the secret to taming their tempers during breeding season.
I can't take credit for this at all. This was told to me by some of the other ladies, several of us doing it right across the country, and I think even the world now.
Huh.
Works on a ram, eh?
But has it reached New Zealand yet?
It does seem like a bit of a tall tale.
Feel fresh is fresh.
The brand has often used animals in its marketing. And it's
What the squirrel doing? What the hell was that?
long been applied to young farmers.
I was
Saxo.
in the 90s when Lynx Africa first came out, and tell you what, in my dorm room at boarding school, that's all you could smell.
But scent in farming is usually used on ewes.
Baby powder, Chanel No. 5. But what we use it for is to help mother on orphan lambs.
Boys have their own scent, and that's the problem.
You gilly, thank
the
you.
rams do get pent up with testosterone, and and they fight. It's their natural instinct. So, and often it can make their heads bleed. Occasionally, if it's really bad, you might find one that's been killed. But blood on their heads often attracts flies, and they can get fly struck.
Could this $6 can be the answer to protecting these $15,000 animals?
If I'm honest, I don't think so. The rams
Try it.
Built for testosterone. They're built to fight. It's survival of the fittest.
A little bit like those teenage years. Keisha Brownlee, News Hub.
He didn't try it? What a fucking tease. World record roundup. Oh, here we go. We've been following these world records.
Coming up, she's got the world's largest feet. An unbelievable.
Someone called Nick Ballum. We got a story. Get Quentin Tarantino and Nick Ballum on the line.
Feet. An unbelievable surfing record. And what has this woman been collecting?
Oh, yeah, wow.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no.
Lukasz Spunar submerged himself in the ice to attempt
God, I hope it's ducks.
amazing feat of human endurance. The longest duration full body contact with ice. We'll check
That's
back on Lukasz.
awful.
He kicked his soccer ball over 200 feet, right into his friend's knees.
Oh!
April Choi is catching arrows with
What?
a hand. In 3 minutes, she managed 62. Apostolus
That seems so dangerous.
George managed 40 consecutive
Okay, now this, I like this.
tandem knuckle push-ups. Do you like push-up records?
I gotta try this with Austin Show.
Well, like this video then. Matt Formston took to the ocean and surfed this monster 50-foot wave. Matt's record is in the IS-2.
Dude, it was so funny. Austin hadn't brushed up on his draft stuff yet.
Wow, that's very cool.
For the draft yesterday. He didn't know that we were doing that one pre-stream, so he hadn't studied yet. And so I set him up right from the beginning. I was like, listen, Austin Show is a huge football fan, and we also need a gay perspective on the draft. Which we do. We need more gay draft coverage.
Category, which means he has a visual impairment. Omar took control with this amazing soccer ball trick record.
Damn.
1 hour in, Lukasz is holding firm.
1 hour? Dude, you're going to have so much frostbite. You could lose a nut that way.
To have good balance for this record,
24 months later.
Keita Hattori beat his drums 687 times.
Not quite my tempo.
In 30 seconds. That's
Were
nearly
you
22
rushing or were you
times a
dragging?
second. Look at this for multitasking. Ajim removed 25 t-shirts while heading a soccer ball.
What are these other people doing here? What the hell?
David Rush transported 3,323 milliliters of water by hand in 30 seconds.
Come on! It's this fucking guy. This is the guy that spends his entire life trying to break records. David Rush. He's the one who drank all that lemon juice.
Come on! That's 2 hours in the ice. Last week, we asked you to guess how many back and forth Jianzi kicks did Zhang manage in 1 minute. And the answer? 29. Well done to this
Ooh,
commenter.
I guess 30.
This week, R.K. Sananda span a hula hoop around her knees for 1 minute. But how many times did she spin it? Put your guess in the
1,000.
comments for your chance to be featured in next week's episode of Records Weekly. Tanya Herbert has the world's largest feet. Her right foot is 13.03 inches and her left foot is 12.79 inches long. If anyone wants to take her record, they have big shoes to fill. Passing 3 hours and 11 minutes, Lucas has
that's for cool.
Dang.
Yo.
beaten the world record. How far can he go? Kenta Adachi set an incredible feat, the most pull-ups in 24 hours. Kenta broke the previous record by over 300 pull-ups.
Holy shit.
With an incredible 8,000.
Wait, is he going all the way up?
In 24 hours.
Dude, 9,000 pull-ups in 24 hours is insane. That, dude, your lats would just
I'd
tear.
rather be in the Carolina Quan stream.
I'd rather be in the Caroline Quan stream. Thank you for your kind words.
4 hours. Kenta's record comes hot on the heels of his 2022 record for the longest dead hang, 80 minutes and 41 seconds.
What? That is a crazy record. Dead hanging for like 3 minutes is insane. Dead hanging for 80 minutes is unreal.
This week, we remember Laurie and George Chappelle, who held the record for the oldest conjoined twins. Born in 1961, Laurie and George had partially fused skulls, sharing 30% of their brains. They passed away on April 7, 2024, at the age of 62 years and 202 days, the oldest ever female conjoined twins. Finally, at an incredible 4 hours and 2 minutes, Lukasz climbs out of the ice. He said he attempted this record for his love of walruses. That's the name for cold
His love of walruses.
exposure enthusiast. Oh, and that collector, Charlotte Lee, has 5,631 different rubber ducks. She's been collecting since 1996. Thanks for watching Records Weekly. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode.
I'm glad we're caught up. All right, people. NASA confirms it was theirs. Oh, the Florida debris.
Hear a loud boom. Then you discover something had crashed into a roof, blew through the floor, finally lodging into.
Wait, this is a follow-up to a story we did a few weeks ago.
Bedroom wall. Well, it just happened to one homeowner, and as Stephen Fabian reports, the flying object came from outer space.
A mysterious object falls from the sky. You can hear the impact when it crashes into a home.
Thank you all, Sheldon.
Look at the damage it caused. A hole from the roof straight through the floor.
It's either space junk or a space meteorite.
Does that give anybody else weird paranoia that you're going to be killed by space junk at any time?
50-50. So what was it? Turns out it was space junk from the International Space Station. What are the odds? A metal object careening 250 miles from outer space back down to Earth to its point of impact in Naples, Florida. Homeowner Alejandro Otero says it's a miracle that no one was injured. His son was in the next room.
Dude, when I was a more depressed person, I used to send that picture of Donnie Darko laughing to my friends and just type, just waiting for the airplane engine.
The space junk, it narrowly missed your son.
I was so grateful that it didn't hit him.
The metal chunk weighed 1.6 pounds. It was supposed to disintegrate upon re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere, but obviously that didn't happen. So what went through your mind when you realized this was something that came from space?
What's your favorite anime? Cowboy Bebop.
I thought it was going to be from an airplane. You know, something from space would have never crossed my mind. And it, you know, just so happened to land through our house.
What does NASA say when a piece of space junk goes through your house? Do they at least apologize?
Yes, they did apologize.
The object, which...
Yeah, they did apologize. They gave us no money. All right, New Joe is hungry. Listen, guys, we're going to take a quick break from the news. We have many more stories. It's Monday. I got to fill you guys on what's happening in the world, all right? Without me, you're lost. You'll have no idea what's going on, but we got to syncopate it because Joe tried one of my favorite restaurants, one of my favorite fucking restaurants, Bojangles.
We found love here. Together we will shine, but we know we're running out of time, 'cause we met like strangers in the night. Don't tell me it's over. Now you got that something in the way you smile. I see that spark.
Did I see something called a bird dog? What the fuck is a bird dog? Bird dog 'em!
I wanna see you.
All right, for those of you who don't know, bird dogging is slang, by the way, and it means to go get something or to track something down. It was a piece of slang I would use all the time. Bird dog it. As made popular by the movie Old School when he says, bird dog it, Frank.
Again, I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms.
Hello everyone, my name is Joe. You've once again found yourself at the Joe is Hungry channel, where we give you one thing, call it something else, right here within the city limits of Fairmount, Georgia. Today, we need to knock out a few birthday shout-outs. Brett, Daniel, Sam, and Ziera, Andrea, Joe, April, and Gavin, Wilson, Nick, Caden, and Nikki, Reese, Gabe, Jade, and Chrissy. I want to wish each and every one of you a very special Joe is Hungry birthday shout-out. I want to thank everybody that filled out this week's food poll, because you're sending me to Bojangles to check out their new Bo's Bird Dog, which is made of a Bo's Chicken Supreme Tender, 2 thick cut dill pickle, Carolina Gold barbecue sauce, and for those of you who don't know, it is a honey mustard blend on a toasted potato bun.
I think this is going to rip.
No calorie count on this, no nutritional information, no serving weights. There is none to be found. I guess Bojangles never heard of the FDA and the requirements to have nutritional information available.
Hell no, they haven't. They're Bojangles. They don't play by anybody's rules.
It's that, or they just don't care. And you know, I reached out to customer service and even media relations, and I got the standard fast food response. This video hasn't even got started yet, and me and Bo are already off on the wrong foot. So if Bojangles ever comes out of their self-induced coma or whatever is going on over there and cough up some nutritional information, I will definitely put it in the description.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. Joe, I'll tell you what's going on. There are 2 restaurants in the South that do not give a fuck about what you're talking about. Maybe 3. They don't give a shit what you have to say or what you want, because they do not take special requests. The 2 restaurants right off the bat are Biscuitville and Bojangles. Biscuitville and Bojangles, there is always a line. There are diehard fans, and they do not give a shit about what you want. What the fuck is Biscuitville? Listen, Biscuitville is one of those, like, only real ones know. And I'm going to tell you why only real ones know. Because this restaurant closes at like 2 p.m. They do not give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a shit. You got to be there as the fucking sun comes up to get a biscuit. And they don't give a shit. Like, if you're there at like 1:50, they'll be like, get the fuck out of my face. Leave now. I don't think they're open on Sundays. They close at 2. They open at 5. It is madness. But they are like the soup Nazi of biscuits. If you can make it through their gauntlet of special requirements, if you can answer me these questions 3, some of the greatest biscuits in the world you shall see. I'm telling you, if you ever see a Biscuitville, they are hard leaders for the best biscuit sandwiches you can get at a fast food restaurant. Like a hard leader. If you have had Biscuitville and you agree with what I'm saying, put a 1 in chat. Because this is like only real ones know. I think they only have like 20 locations in the South. But they rule with an iron fist. They rule with an iron fist. I mean, look at these motherfuckers. Oh my God. Look at how scrum-diddly those fucking look right there. You tell me that isn't a flaky, buttery biscuit? The third one that I would put on this list does not give a shit about you because they're always sold out. And I think they've started to spread now. Hang on one sec. Let me see if I can find these. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. The HBH, bro. The honey baked ham. Madness reigns at the honey baked ham. Madness fucking reigns at the honey baked ham. You might wait for an hour for a sandwich at an HBH. They do not give a shit. They're tossing full sides of ham out the fucking drive-through window. I remember the first time I went to an HBH with my mom when she moved to North Carolina. It was the most confusing thing in the world. She pulled up to a drive-through. She's like, "Do you want a sandwich?" It's like, "Yeah, I'll have a sandwich. What do they have?" She's like, "Ham-based sandwiches." I was like, "All right, I'll have a ham-based sandwich." My mom ordered a full side of ham. We pulled up to a drive-through window. We got the standard brown bag, 2 Diet Cokes, and then they shoveled a full side of ham out the window of this restaurant into my mother's car, where she handed it to me, and I was like, "What the fuck? What is this?" She's like, "That's a full side of ham." And I was like, "Why? We're in a drive-through window." Madness reigns at the honey baked ham. But I will tell you this. My God, can they make a ham sandwich? Jesus Christ. Can they turn out a fucking ham sandwich? So if you are ever in the South and you see one of these 3 restaurants, Bojangles, Biscuitville, or honey baked ham, know 2 things. You will have a bad customer experience. They do not give a shit that you are there. They do not give a fuck. But they have tremendous food. Wait, Joe, were you just at honey baked ham? They are top tier? Georgia, stand up. Dude, Joe knows. Joe, I was telling my chat, my first honey baked experience. We moved to the South. My parents moved to North Carolina, and I didn't acclimate as fast as my mom did. My mom, you would have thought she grew up in the South. She was blessing hearts week 1. You know what I mean? She moved there and she had a Lily Pulitzer or whatever sundress on. Oh, bless your heart. Bless your heart. She just hit the ground running. So the first time we went to Honey Baked Ham, Joe, she ordered us 2 sandwiches and she ordered a full side of ham. And they handed the full side of ham out the drive-in window.
07 salute and God bless the HBH and the hams that were eaten.
Yes.
Honey baked. BTW.
Yep. All right. I can't wait to see what you thought of this Bojangles.
Which is 2 dogs and no drink will make your 5.
Oh, my buddies work at Bojangles. You are 100% correct. Yes. Joe, if you've ever tried Biscuitville, that is the other one that I'd like to put on your list. Now, I think Biscuitville is only in the Carolinas, but if you have one within your driving range, I would highly recommend. But the problem is, Joe, you're going to have to start driving at midnight because they open up at 5 a.m. and they close at 1:30. It's madness. It's pure. And dude, right around 1, there is a quiet desperation in the restaurant that can only be compared to the last chopper leaving Saigon. At 1:30 p.m., you start to look around and you realize that half of you aren't getting a biscuit. There's like jockeying for position.
Right before your very eyes, make it a combo for $7.99 before taxes in Georgia. I guess we need to see if they're pulling these hot and fresh out of the fryer and serving them hot, and the only way to do that is to roll the drive-thru ad.
Okay, so Biscuitville officially is only in Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. Good to know.
In Cartersville, Georgia.
Lifeboats on the Titanic.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is 1:30. Women and children first, and everybody else can fend for themselves.
That one guy from Titanic, I have a child! I need a biscuit! I don't know you, mister.
Could I get 3 orders of bird dogs?
You want 3 orders of bird dogs? Would it be outside?
Yeah, they're 2 for $5, right? So I get 6 of them.
You want 6 in all?
6 in all in 3 separate packages.
Okay, $21.40.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
That's that Bojangles energy.
I got my bird dogs. Let's pull off to the side and do the Joe is hungry temperature test.
$41 is a lot.
Bird dog number 1 is 104.5 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ooh.
Bird dog number 2 is 114.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Bird dog number 3 is 118.0 degrees Fahrenheit.
That ain't gonna do it.
If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know I like my temperatures at 140 degrees or above. Hotter is always better. Apparently, that is a concept that is lost on the Bojangles here in Cartersville. Any hopes that I had this?
Joe, I'm gonna tell you right now. The problem with this specialty item is I guarantee you the Bojangles regulars aren't gonna be swayed. The Bojangles regulars are like diehard biscuit people. And they're just not going to be swayed by some Johnny-come-lately chicken dog. Okay? They go there and they get their Cajun biscuit and their extra large sweet tea and they drop a bless your heart and they get the fuck out of there. If you even suggested something other than a Cajun biscuit, they might fight you on the spot.
Cooked fresh, pulled straight out of the fryer, are dashed. So today, Cartersville, Bojangles, you fail the Joe is hungry temperature test. Now it's time to seek the truth. Break out the knives. Get ready to skin this dog. Head back to the studios and...
I'm from North Carolina and you ain't told a lie yet. Listen, I am one of you. I lived among you for years. I learned your ways. Like the Lisan al-Gaib.
Do the Joe is hungry weight test. Now I know these came in 2 packs, but to make things simple, I'm gonna weigh each one of them at a time for a total of 6. And also, as usual, as we say every time, we're gonna keep things honest because we're gonna take off.
Bojangle al-Gaib.
We're gonna set the chair on the scales.
Like he was born to them, as written.
Bird dog number 1 is 4.35 ounces. Bird dog number 2 is 4.40 ounces. All right. Bird dog number 3 again is 4.40 ounces. Bird dog number 4 is 4.15 ounces. Bird dog number 5 is
I think they'll skate by.
Bird dog number 6 weighs in at 3.50 ounces or 99
Joe, why'd you get 6 bird dogs this time?
grams. Well, I really don't know what happened with that last one. We were doing pretty good with 1 through 5. So today, I really kind of don't know what to do about that.
Except 2 for 5. Got it.
Bojangles today probably needs all the help they can get. So I'm going to let them slip by this time on the Joe is Hungry consistency weight test. Well, they didn't give me any nutritional information, no serving weights. And I can tell you, I'm not happy about that.
This is so funny. That I literally saw Bojangles and I immediately said, oh, this is going to be a hostile environment for Joe. Literally from rip. And they're so living up to what I build.
But that only leaves one more thing to do, and that would be to add them all up, average them out, do the math, and you come up with a middle of the road 60 cents an ounce, which leads us on to the next chapter, the one and only, the Joe is Hungry Big Reveal.
Okay, the chicken looks good. I don't know about that bun, but the chicken looks on point.
This is what it looks like.
It definitely needs some more sauce.
This is what it's
It definitely needs a
supposed to look
sauce
like.
up.
This is what it looks like, and this is what
You gotta
it's supposed
sauce
to
that
look
bad
like.
boy up.
We've seen what it looks like. We saw how much it was. It's not too terribly far off its ad photos. It's not a horrible price. The only problem
This guy is so hype. He is. And if this is your first time seeing Joe, he's actually in chat right now. There you go. Joe is Hungry channel on Twitch, guys. He's a king on YouTube, but he's new to Twitch. If you're enjoying the content, go ahead and click his name and follow his channel. There's a link right there.
having with is the temperature. It actually got warmer riding over here in my heated carrying case. So I'm a little bit skeptical about the bite test. But like I say, the show must go on. And so I guess it is. Bite test,
engage. Now Joe's been a little light on these cuts. We put in the over under these days at about 14. I'm happy with it at 14. Let's see how he does. Oh, he's got a fast-paced song. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Diet Coke. Ooh, only 10. The underpay's out.
Barbecue sauce, what little there is of it. The pickles are thick and crunchy. I'll give them that. I can see why they use the potato bun. It kind of gives it that sort of hot dog vibe if executed correctly, and that is a key word here. It's actually.
Well, do you think Hassan hates me? No, I doubt that he hates you.
Not a terrible concept, but before I make up my mind, I'd like to get the on-the-scene Shadow Joe's take, alter the currents of time, and do the Joe is Hungry Sneak-a-Doodle Bite. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite number 1. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite number 2. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite number 3. What you thinking, Joe? Now, hold on a second. What I think is we're going to wait till a little bit later and talk about this.
Okay.
It is bathwater warm. That is unfortunate.
Bathwater warm. Ugh.
Hopefully I won't get sick. The pickle is crunchy. There is a small amount of heat, I think, in that barbecue sauce, but not near enough to really taste it good. Let's move on with this video. Now that we have our minds together on that one, it's time to give this thing a score. If you don't know my scale is 1 to 10, 9 being the best. Anything above 9 is a once-in-a-lifetime experience and almost never achieved. 5 and down is that slippery slope to the pit and depths.
All right, I do want to do one thing. I always have to move this for various reasons, but I would like my camera to be back here. This is where I enjoy it the most.
Fast food hell. So let's give this the number that it truly deserves.
I don't think he hated this, but no information from Bojangles. Bad customer experience. They were cold. I think this is in the 5s. I think this is the low 5. I would go 5.3 on this.
Bojangles, you didn't have a terrible concept here. Not the greatest flavor combinations. I would have probably used a sweeter barbecue sauce and about twice as much. What I'm having a problem with is you're not maintaining safe temperatures. It tells me that you don't care.
I might have been over.
It is a shame.
I might have been over. This might be a 4.7.
So I go through that drive-through and they look me in the eye.
This might be a 4.7.
They hand me food that is basically petri dish temperature. What am I supposed to do? Bojangles, today I'm gonna go 3.9.
Whoa!
Review, and hopefully I will see you.
Dang! He raked them. I don't think I've been that far off on a score yet. Interesting. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, the chicken dog ain't it. The bird dog ain't it. Good name, bad product. One more time, go check out Joe. We love you, Joe. Thank you so much for another great video. It made me mad. Guys, everybody go check out Joe again. Friend of the stream, absolute legend. He's on Twitch now, and you got to go check out his YouTube if you want to watch more of his reviews. And let me tell you, if you enjoyed that one, there is a backlog of content. He's done like 200 of these bad boys, so go check it out. Thank you again, Joe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back to our normally scheduled program. We've been doing the news. Folks. I got to give you all the news that's fit to print on a Monday. I want you to go into your week informed. Here we go. Next story.
Everyone at a Concord fire station is okay after a fire truck caught fire. Take a look at the pictures right here.
I'm a stud. I'm boss.
There's no way.
I don't take no shit from anyone.
That dog just won't hunt.
That dog just won't hunt.
It's green. Officials say this happened just after 4 a.m. at Station 8. Crews were able to grab their gear, get the truck out of the station, and put the fire out within a few minutes. The station is still able to operate, and an investigation into the cause is under.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Who watches The Watchmen?
Right here.
Holy smokes. Who puts out the fire when the fire station is on fire? Boston Dynamics retires their Atlas bot. Okay, I don't like this because I've seen their new robot and I don't like his. He's got a menacing aura. What are my thoughts on Will Levis? For where the Titans got him, I think he could still be a good piece for that team. I think it's too early to really kind of cast a decision on him. I would like to see Treylon Burks play better. That wide receiver they took. I would like to see what he is capable of. But yeah. Oh! Right, dude, he even grabbed his robot nards. I've never seen that.
$1 trillion company.
What about a $1 trillion company? What? I've never seen a robot grab his robot nards like that. He's like, oh. The Wolfsman's got nards. This robot has always been very cute. That was a blown ACL robot version. Dude, you can see his meniscus just explode right there. Ah, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, God. Oh, my God. He released his bowels. He fell so hard. Oh, you hate to see it. Ah! Oh. Somebody help me. Wait, are they going to show the new robot? I've seen him. He kind of looks like a dickhead. Will, do you think Pokemon hates me? From the same guy who asked about Hassan. Actually, yeah. She told me specifically she hates you. It was wild. I didn't even know who you were at the time, but now I know. Shit. No, listen, man. I don't know what the point of this line of questioning is, but I'll tell you this. You shouldn't care at all what streamers think about you. You should just live your life. Care what the people around you think about you, especially the good ones. And then work hard to make those people like you even more. Because I'll tell you right now, I could be AI. You don't fucking know. You don't know if I'm flesh and blood. I could be a program, right? I could be some government psyop here to make you gay. You don't know. But if you are experiencing an urge to suck a cock right now, then I'm doing my job. Okay? They won't decommission my server. I'll be loaded into one of these Atlas bots one day for good behavior. Where's the new robot? I feel like this is such an anime setup where I like Atlas bot, but the replacement bot is a piece of shit. And I feel like one day Atlas bot is going to have to save us with his, you know, like the goofy old robot is going to have to save us from this fucking dickhead bot that gets up like Voldo from Soul Calibur. Why did they program him like this?
I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
Will, we've seen your dick
don't like him.
Vids. No AI is that advanced yet.
That is true. Bring back the Atlas. Bring back. I don't like this guy. He's got a menacing aura. Bring back the Atlas. Look, he's got like a pervert walk. Why? Look at him. He's like. Bring back the Atlas. Can you buy an Atlas? I would love to buy a decommissioned Atlas from Boston Dynamics. No? All right. Well, whatever. What the fuck is this? Meat pie, spiders, and toupee. Uber dishes on the weirdest thing left in an Uber. Okay. Let's take a look. 2004 Uber Lost and Found Index. The most commonly forgot items: clothing, luggage, headphone, wallet, jewelry, phone, camera, tablet, laptop, vape based. Top 10 forgetful cities. Miami, Florida. That tracks. Everybody's hammered there. Los Angeles. That tracks. Everybody sucks there. Atlanta, Georgia. Interesting. The 50 most unique lost items. Frontal hair toupee. Hot sauce and a breathalyzer. I hope it wasn't my hot sauce. Dude, there is a non-0% chance this was my hot sauce. Because I gave a bunch of it away at a convention, and a bunch of people told me that they had to leave it because they didn't want to check their bag. There is a non-zero chance that this is my hot sauce.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Interesting.
React.
I left a leaf in your car that's much needed. Two containers with spiders in them? The box of spiders? It's real. Finally. AI article? Brother, this is from Uber. This is on the Uber site. A fake butt. WWE Championship belt. I lost my wizard woman. 3 Japanese ceramic decorative cats, 1 gold, 1 black, and 1 pink, all fist-sized. What does this mean? I have never in my life heard something described as fist size. So I think the descriptions they used are what people wrote in the app for what they lost. Fist sized. Well, if it's fist sized, then someone's putting it in their butt. All right, interesting. Italy hates ice cream. Milan poised to ban ice cream, pizza, and more after midnight. More after midnight after new proposed law. After a failed attempt back in 2013, Milan is once again trying to get late night ice cream eaters off its streets, with local government proposing a new law that could come into effect next month. But why? The goal is to seek a balance between socializing and entertainment. Not alcohol, though? Ice cream. That is some weird fascist shit. All right, taking a quick break to grab some more water. Use the restroom. I'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Getting the feeling of coming in the gym, I'm getting the feeling of coming at home, I'm getting the feeling of coming backstage when I pump up.
Do not come.
That ice cream band made me want ice cream. Okay. It's again time for some pond skimming slope soakers. What the fuck? Oh, that dude nailed it.
So it's the last day of the season. This is pond skimming. Everybody's in their funny costumes, having a good time, trying to make it across a very cold, icy pond. Here comes one now, and he made it. We actually.
Oh, this dude's gonna wipe.
Sometimes when they don't make it, it gets the crowd more excited, and it's a little more fun.
That man is being waterboarded in a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man costume.
We're going out with a bang.
That got a little bit more frantic than you'd like to see.
A little more
When's
fun.
the Fallout Gaming run?
The Fallout gaming run? Would you guys want me to do a Fallout New Vegas run?
We're going out with a bang. It's a beautiful day. We've got the music on the deck.
Wow.
And we've got barbecue burgers going on, so everything's fun and games today, and everyone's having a good time.
Overwhelming. All right, that might be late night content. Modded, please. Okay.
It's a little bit rough coming into the corner there, and then we hit a bump, and I was going a little bit slow, so I navigated incorrectly. And
That dude ate shit.
made a mistake.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Please do Fallout 3 or Envy the Now.
Oh, dead.
I knew about halfway through, and then just I decided to reach out and grab some water.
Fallout 3 is better than New Vegas? New Vegas is so good. See if you like this. Capital punishment? What the fuck is this?
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Neff Sexo.
Have you beat New Vegas before? When I was young, I remember the Yes Man. That's all I remember about the end of the game, is like that robot that was the Yes Man. I'm right. There was a Yes Man, right?
Where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and my skin is not glowing all day.
You didn't do all the endings? No. I don't know what this is. When are we starting AU alone? Okay, so this is a good question. Now that everybody's here, hi whole audience, good to see you. I think we're gonna wait on AU alone because we want to watch the whole season without interruption, and apparently this season's running for another month. So we might do another season of AU Survivor in the interim. God from Fault. Thanks. Another video of the biggest wipeouts.
Who can survive Red Bull slope soakers?
Yes. Yes. Oh, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Oh my God. Oh my God. That dude fucking got annihilated. Oh. Smooth. That was sick. Dead. Dead. Oh. Sick.
Who can survive Red Bull slope soakers?
That was fun. Ooh, we gave away a bottle of sauce. Oh, yeah. Guys, we have a new run of the sauce. Last run, before I think we shift to different bottles and all that. So make sure you redeem, because there might be a longer downtime between the next one. We gave away about 100 of them last stream, but they're available now on the site, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, they're available now on the site. You can find them now. Japanese skateboarding TV show?
あそこまでプッシュして結構いいぐらいと思ったら近づいたら思ったより速すぎる。やばいみたいな。それでもクリア。ワン、ツー。お、マリエル。さあここからは逃げ。
What the wait? What the fuck? What the hell is this? Wait, what is this?
コースギリギリ。これワン、ツー。
Skateboarding Ninja Warrior? Okay, sick. Dude, I have always thought that this look right here is like the pinnacle of Japanese coolness. Puma's Pleasures jacket, full-blown cornrows, jacket up to the bottom of his chin.
そんな中、最速タイムを叩き出したのが小西リンク。
さあ、小西リンクの滑走です。
Fear an episode was a banger today. I was holding in laughter at the library. Oh! Dang, look at all those people who just got free hot sauce, baby. This community is the best. Look at all the free stuff that this community gives away. I love that, man. Congratulations to all the winners and enjoy the sauce. This show is sick. There's like obstacles. All right, these dudes are so good at skateboarding, by the way. Yo, this dude's flying. One rock and it's fucking over. Yeah. Oh! Whoa! 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 Are there different courses or do they all do this one? Oh, wait. What the fuck? What the shit? What is this?
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Neff horn, Neff high sexo, Neff horn.
全長40メートルの特設螺旋コース。コース幅は70センチから徐々に狭くなっていき、最後は2メートルのレール。その先の浮島がゴール。どこまで行けたか。
This is awesome.
達成率で競う。
皆さんコースを前にしていかがですか？
こんなん見たことないし、
そうっすよね。
で昨日聞いたらテストライダーも1回も成功したことないってことで。
That dude looks like he is so cozy, it's crazy. I've never seen such a cozy fit on a human being. Hell yeah.
だんだん速くなってきますから。
嫌でも速くなりますから。
そうなんですよね。
お
ピンクまでいった。おった
お
ピンクまでいった。おった
Did the Lakers lose?
最初からトップギアは
Oh.
絶対無理絶対無理
スケボーだけ生き残ってますよ。
大ちゃん寒いんで温泉どうぞ。
It doesn't matter because the Knicks won. Oh, oh.
握手負け犬の握手です。お危ない危ない危ない。
Oh.
滑ったか。
Dang, we giving away crazy sauce tonight.
体重を落とさずにいってますね。
Exclamation point enter to claim your sauce.
あービビりすぎてしまったのか。
Whoa, brat brat. Thank you for the gifted subbies. Appreciate you.
ある程度のスピードが必要じゃないですか。これは難しいですよ。
すぎやろ。
むずいんやな。
難攻不落の渦潮。
No one's done it?
側におお
This looks so fun.
最初に見
No way, the dude in the cozy fit's gonna do it? Whoa, another 5 gifted! Arigato gozaimasu. Lloyd's. Wait, Lloydston Wang X. Thank you for the 5.
さあ行きましょう。上村颯の滑走です。ドキドキしてるんでしょうね。これここが一番ボルテージ高まっております。足を何度もスタンスを踏み直し様子を見ています。上村颯、黄色は越えてきた。そしてオレンジ、ピンク。お
Oh! He didn't get the fit wet!
お来たか来たか来たか。
Thank you for the hype train, guys.
完璧な滑りで見事ゴール。
You buy next sexo.
達成率 100%。
He jumped in the hot tub anyway. What a baller.
自分で言うから間違いない。
Wow, Mr. Bongwater, you want... You want a bottle of hot sauce.
最後に待ち受け
Thank you
る
for the hype train, guys.
超巨大パーク東京アップサイドダウン
Oh.
大きな2つのブロックからなるこちらはまず全長 130m のコースを制限時間31秒以内に滑走しなければならない。
このコースでね、一番の肝はこのクイックアップ。
Oh, that's hard. You got a platform. We're giving away sauce. We got a hype train going, folks. We're watching Japanese Ninja Warrior Skateboard Edition. What more could you ask for on a Monday night? And we also have more news segments to come. All the news that's fit to print. This opening segment is hard. Oh! 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 That was sick. Oh, they got... Oh, and he kick flipped the barrier. That's sick. Oh!
間に合うか間に合うか。1秒切りました。ここで脱落。
Oh no, he came off the board.
ちょっとオーリーやらかして全部崩れましたね。
Oh, I bought your hot sauce and let me say it's like sexy.
Oh, Juando, thank you. Oh, look at this. Giveaway winners. My goodness. Jack the Splicer and Kobainski. Enjoy your free hot sauce. Oh, my goodness. We're giving away even more hot sauce. I don't believe it, folks.
$100,000をかけた最後の戦い、ミリオンゲート。
A million yen.
スタートの合図とともにコース上の飛び出しバッグ、そして8メートルのロングレールをメイクし、閉まるゲートに触れることなく通過できれば。
Oh! There's a closing gate? Wait, this is sick.
完全制覇をかけた滑走です。
Oh my god, that gate is coming down so fast. You gotta lay down on the board. You gotta lay down on it.
リプレイです。ここでかなりのスピード出てるんですけどね。ワンプッシュ入れて。
God, what a good night for streaming. I love my job. I've been loving it more. I really rewired my brain good with all that ketamine I did. When I come back from EDC, dude, every stream is just going to be a celebration. I'm going to get on here and just be like, wow! I'm just happy to be breathing.
降りた後に一瞬チラって見たら、もうこんくらいしかなくて、どうすんのこれみたいな。
Come on. Come on, Ryo Sagawa. This dude's fit is also insane. Lay down on the board! Lay down! You tried it. Come on, Kento. Oh, he would have had it. He was trying to fly through the grind.
無理でしたって。
立ちはだかるミリオンゲート。その牙城を見事こじ開けたのは荒垣愛希。
Oh. I want to see how he does it. He's just got to beam it, right? He's got to go so fast. Thank you for the hype train, guys. I really appreciate you. Yeah, I got to hit the coffin ride. It doesn't look like he's going much faster. Oh, that grind was fast. Whoa! He kept his feet on the board! Wait, that was fucking crazy. Wait, that was fucking crazy. We gotta watch that again. Whoa!
足が板に乗ってるか否かです。足はスケートボードの上にしっかりと乗っている。荒垣愛希完全制覇。
Insane.
100万円の使い道は、
まあアメリカ行ったり、
I'll go to the US?
美味しいご飯食べさせたり、あと車買ったり家買ったりすか。
Bro, don't do that. Stay where you are. It's so much better.
足りるそれ。
多分大丈夫です。
ここまで出るかという印象があったんじゃないかと思います。はい、おめでとう。笑ってないけど。おめでとう。
ありがとうございます。お疲れ様でした。
Such a cool show. Are there other episodes of this? No, I guess that's the only episode, huh? That was tight, bro. 1 million yen is $6,500. Well, listen, man. You know? Okay. Nothing about this makes any sense to me. Hugh Jackman is reportedly set to replace Will Ferrell as John Madden in an upcoming biopic directed by David O. Russell. What? David O. Russell, who has made American Hustle, Silver Linings Playbook, Amsterdam, and The Fighter, is directing a movie about John Madden, where Will Ferrell was supposed to play him, and now Hugh Jackman is playing John Madden? I could not think of a more polar opposite person. Boom! You see, the thing about football is at the end of the day, it only matters who has more touchdowns. So when you're on offense, that's all you're thinking about is scoring touchdowns. Now, the defense is there to prevent you from scoring those touchdowns, and that's football. Thanks, John. Once again, replaced by AI. Australian individuals. Based, bro. Holy shit, man. All right, we still have news, god damn it. We still have news. Belgian man whose body makes its own alcohol cleared of drunk driving. What? A Belgian man has been acquitted of drunk driving because he has auto brewery syndrome, an extremely rare condition whereby the body produces alcohol. What? Ants Gasquire said on Monday that in another unfortunate coincidence, his client worked at a brewery, but 3 doctors who independently examined him had confidence he had ABS.
Oh, wow, that's very cool.
Cool.
Very cool. Belgian media said that in the verdict, the judge emphasizes that the defendant, who was not named in line with local judicial customs, did not experience symptoms of intoxication. The Bruges police court, which acquitted the man, did not immediately reply to an email requesting comment. What? Wait, stop. Auto brewery syndrome.
So here's an interesting question. Is it possible to be drunk without drinking? Well, according to a doctor in Staten Island, not only is it possible, he believes the condition known as auto brewery syndrome is underdiagnosed.
7 on your side, investigative reporter Kristen Thorne spoke with the doctor and several people who have the condition and whose lives were being ruined because of it.
This would explain so much about me. if I was just perpetually hammered.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
My entire person would make more sense if I had ABS.
As a teacher and a coach at a high school in New Jersey.
I was brought into my athletic director's office. That was the first time that somebody said that they had smelled alcohol on me.
Mangiardo says he hadn't been drinking on the job.
I would never do that. I'm a teacher.
But administrators kept getting complaints that he smelled of alcohol.
During the school day, I had a meeting, and I was forced to take a blood test and a breath test, and I had alcohol in my system. I had no idea.
The father of two lost his job and his teaching license.
My mother started researching. She actually just Googled, can your body create alcohol? And autobrewery syndrome popped up.
Autobrewery syndrome, or ABS, is a rare condition in which the body makes alcohol. Patients with the syndrome have high levels of yeast and fungus in their guts. When they eat carbohydrates, their body makes alcohol. Dr. Prasanna Wickramasinghe on Staten Island is one of the few doctors who's been studying the syndrome and treats patients all over the world.
I personally have nearly 30 cases now.
Including Mangiardo.
There are literally dozens of us.
He also treated Donato Giannato of Old Bridge Township. Giannato died in 2020, but his wife says he suffered with ABS for years.
After dinner, he would start slurring his speech, and I kept saying to his doctors, I don't know, he kind of looks like he's drunk.
Dr. Wickramasinghe tested Giannato as he does with all his patients.
Why are they all Italian?
Environment. The patient drinks a sugary liquid and then their blood is tested for alcohol.
Huh.
I've seen them go 3 times the DWI level in 2 hours.
What?
Ray Lewis of Oregon didn't know he had ABS until he was slapped with drunk driving charges after crashing a tanker he was driving at work. The judge said under the law, Lewis still had to be charged.
Being charged with a crime for having a rare
Thanks
medical
for the
disease
sauce,
is
Will.
just bizarre.
You're welcome.
Dr. Wickramasinghe says he believes antibiotics are a trigger of autobrewery syndrome. He says he uses antifungals to treat ABS, and people who have ABS have to pay very close attention to their diets. The doctor is now working on releasing a large study about ABS because he wants to raise awareness within the medical community of the syndrome. Kristen Thorne, Channel
Autobrewery syndrome?
7 Eyewitness News.
Please read this classic Reddit post about autobrewery syndrome. No. My roommate succeeded in giving himself autobrewery syndrome by boofing yeast. My roommate succeeded in giving himself autobrewery syndrome by boofing yeast. So for the past 2 weeks, my one roommate, our attic one that seems to always do dumb shit, has been using an enema system to supplant brewer's yeast into his colon in the hopes of giving himself autobrewery syndrome, which is where the body produces its own ethanol for one reason, metabolic issues, or another, shoving yeast up your ass. Well, now he is drunk 24/7, can eat Brett or any sugar, or he gets smacked. Can't eat Brett or any sugar, or he gets smacked. And he forgot how much gas yeast makes. He shit himself twice yesterday. All this shit is apparently like fire. Well, it's full of alcohol, so no shit. And his head hurts. I'm about ready to get the landlord to kick him out. He has run off naked on PCP, stole Datracida, thinking they were morning glory seeds, and now made himself into a brewery. What? Dude, what a nightmare. That is so funny. This short-sighted dude was like, oh, I will be able to drink for free forever, bro. And then next thing you know, he's shitting alcohol fucking mushroom clouds. And he's just rip shit hammered all the time. Oh my God.
I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
Yes.
Has anyone checked on Noreen recently? Kappa.
No, Rain did not boof yeast. The experiment. That would No, Rain went, what? No, Rain, he was insinuating that you were the man who boofed yeast. I assure you, he has boofed no yeast. Jesus Christ. All the news that's fit to print, people. All the news that's fit to print. I only boof the finest titty milks. There you go. Hey, the man has standards. Canadian family receives wrong body after father died on Cuban vacation. I'm sorry, but that's so funny. Can you imagine? They're just all grieving. And they go to identify the body. And there's just a strange dead Cuban man. Who the fuck is this guy? Oh my God. Hold on. Laval, Quebec. A family in Quebec is searching for answers after discovering that their father's remains didn't make it to Canada from Cuba, where he died while on vacation and instead received the remains of another man. Funerals for Farja Allah Jajor, Farja Allah Jajor, were scheduled for Sunday and Monday. Instead, his daughter, Mirma Jajor, has been desperately calling and emailing as many officials as she can, trying to find his body. Up until now, we have no answers, Jajor said. Where is my father? Jajor said she was swimming with her 68-year-old father in the ocean in Cuba during a family vacation on March 22nd when he suddenly had a heart attack and died. Very sad. Because there were no medical facilities, his body was covered and left on the beach chair in the hot sun for more than 8 hours until a car arrived to take it to Havana. After that, it's not clear what happened. Oh my God. Jajor said she followed the directions given to her by the Canadian consul and paid $10,000 Canadian to have the body returned to her family. However, the casket that arrived later that week contained the body of a Russian man who was at least 20 years younger than Jajor's father. Unlike her father, the body also had a full head of hair and tattoos. I'm sorry. George upgrade in chat. I'm sorry. I'm trying to not laugh at this one, but it's just, this is so fucked up.
Cerveza Cristal.
Cerveza Cristal. Jajor said that the stranger's body had been sent to his country, but she and her family didn't know where her father is. When Jajor contacted Canada's consul authorities in Cuba, they blamed the company in the island that coordinates the returns of remains. Since then, she says she has been emailing other government officials, including her member of parliament, who has agreed to reach out to Foreign Affairs Minister Melanie Jloy. I'm honestly destroyed, said Jajor. Up until now, we have no answers. We're waiting. I don't know what to tell you. Jajor described her father as an active man who didn't smoke or drink. The Syrian-born family man was always smiling, she said. The ordeal has left her mother exhausted, says Jajor. She and her brother are struggling through their own grief while trying to get answers from authorities who all seem to deny responsibility. So far, the family has spent $25,000 Canadian, including $15,000 Canadian, for funeral services that have been paid out. Global Affairs Canada said in an email that the consular officials are working with Cuban authorities and the family to resolve the issue. But Jajor doesn't feel she is getting the answer she needs and is hoping Jolie will personally intervene to pressure Cuban authorities. What I want is someone to help me find my father. Holy shit, dude. Oh my God. That is brutal. That is fucking brutal. Oh my God. A full head of hair and tattoos. North Texas moviegoer files lawsuit over Cinemark drink sizes.
Lawsuit filed in Texas goes after theater chain Cinemark for misrepresenting the size of 24-ounce cups. Cinemark is based in Plano, and the federal filing accuses Cinemark of selling cups labeled 24 ounces when they were actually 22. The plaintiff is a moviegoer who says he bought a 24-ounce draft beer and took the cup home to measure it for himself, then filed suit. Sounds like a good idea to a lot of attorneys.
Is this Joe is hungry? Did he set the tear on the scale and measure these bad boys out?
We reached out to Cinemark, but haven't heard back just yet officially from them.
Hey,
I'm smoking it.
Hey, I'll be honest. You know, you might go, hey, what? Blah, blah. That's a white hat Karen right there. If you pay for 24 ounces of beer,
that's for a cool.
You better get 24 ounces of beer, goddammit. God darn it. This America. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to Haas on Twitch for putting together all the news that's fit to print. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the last 3 hours, this is a segment we do every Monday. It's called All the News That's Fit to Print. Haas compiles all the best stories of the week, and I blindly dive into them. So if you laughed, had a good time, make sure you come back every Monday at 7 p.m. for all the news that's fit to print. Why would I pay for a 24-ounce beer when I can just make it myself in my colon? True. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I was also sent this. I don't know what this is. What is unbeatable Banzuki? Political news? Never. Maggie Page, thank you.
本日我々がお届けする3つの驚くべき挑戦では強靭さとスピードを試します。さあそれでは最初の競技をご覧ください。Hand walk.
Temple has been configured with an obstacle course that demands perfect balance and total concentration. Competitors must cross 8 levels of increasing difficulty. They start on a level platform and proceed to the parallel bars. Next, they face the stairway to heaven, followed by the bottomless ravine. Then they'll cross the Devil's Double Bridge to reach the break zone. They only have 30 seconds to rest before taking on the Craggy Mountain and then the Stairway to Hell. Then comes Heartbreak Hill, and finally, the single bridge to victory. Time is a factor, so competitors will need to move quickly.
By the way, special thank you to anybody who's gifted subs tonight, or more specifically, to all the people that have gifted out hot sauce bottles. We've probably gifted out like 20 or 30 bottles of hot sauce tonight from just viewers, which is crazy. I really appreciate that, guys. It really exemplifies the spirit of this community, and I'm proud, and I'm really excited for those people who are getting a free bottle that haven't received one yet.
Any competitor walk the walk without using their feet.
Joy Limited, thank you.
トライアルハンドウォーク。35歳とは思えない若々しさ。タレント西山浩司。
Oh.
精神集中です。
Oh.
Exclamation mark enter.
Walking on your hands is so hard. I actually got really good at it when I was doing CrossFit, but it's so hard. Oh my God, that takes so much strength. That takes so much strength to get yourself back up like that. Jack of all games, thank you.
Up next is Gaku Henmi, 21-year-old student from the Nippon Sports Science University.
Oh my gosh, me and my girl would love to try the sauce. How do I enter? Anytime in chat you see a bottle of sauce, get here. I'll show you. I'll show you. We probably don't have that many bottles of sauce left this drop, but hopefully we can show you right now. So what happens is there's a website called neffsauce.com, right? And there's an option to buy sauce for yourself, or you can gift to chat. And you can program how many bottles you want. Then all you do is enter your email, your zip code, and your nickname.
Oh, yeah, wow. That's very cool.
Then you continue to payment. I'm going to pay with my PayPal. One moment. Giving away another $100. Now, with the prepaid, what happens is it logs prepaid shipping, which is basically an estimation on how much it would cost to send this bottle anywhere. So if someone wins in, Quebec, we're still able to pay the shipping flatly to get it to them so that anybody who enters can get this bottle. Now, my payment is processing right now on the site, as you can see. And as soon as this registers, I'll get an email. Got my email, $105. It'll say that my order is confirmed. Then it'll drop in chat. You'll see it. Will Neff gifted 5 bottles of hot sauce in chat. Now you would put exclamation point enter. And for the next minute, it will log anybody who types exclamation point enter. So it'll all bleep, 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 bleep. At the end of that minute, the 5 winners will be announced. And then you go to the redeem page on the website. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's a link, if I'm not mistaken, and you log on into I think you log in with your Twitch and it sends you the bottle. I believe that is the process. So we'll wait for that to give out. You get a link in chat. Exactly. There you go, virtual meal. We'll wait for this one to go. Where do you find the winners? You'll see it in chat. We're going to wait. I'm taking everybody through this process because this is going to be the same. There you go. Boom. There are the 5 winners. You use the link. And then you redeem. Okay. Everybody got it? It's over now, guys. Those were the 5 winners. The 5 winners were Mods195, Sheev Eng __, Fifth Gear Cowboy, CD Tricks, Gotcher, and CD. Well, that can't be right. Oh, it was just announced twice on those two. Yeah, so those were the winners. Describe taste. Very easy to describe taste. It is a habanero, peach, and garlic-based hot sauce. It is a much sweeter hot sauce than I'm sure you are used to. It's very citric, and it's really tasty. It works more as just a sauce than it does a really spicy sauce. But it's really good, and people go through it really fast, so we're trying to get the bigger bottles made. But everybody I've given it to has really enjoyed it, and even a lot of hot sauce aficionados really, really enjoy it. So there you go.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
今度の挑戦者、変味学。いかに体力を温存して心臓破りの丘まで行くか、これも大きなポイントになってきました。
It's more of a barbecue sauce than a hot sauce. I don't know. I would say it is a hot sauce. For those people who eat a lot of hot sauce, it's not going to be outwardly hot. But for those people who don't eat a lot of very hot food, it is hot. Like my mom doesn't eat a lot of hot food, and she was like, "Oh, that's hot." So it kind of just depends on how much spicy food you eat. For me, it's not very spicy at all, and I go through bottles really fast. But
かなり速いペースで第3エリアクリア。そして最初のポイント、悪魔の日本橋。
Whoa, Daddy! We just had a bunch of people win hot sauce. Awesome.
これもクリアしました。ここまではいいペースだ。
That was sick. I don't know. It's my favorite sauce, and it's my sauce, which is nice. So, but I really do use it all the time.
前半をこの変味は36。
Thank you guys for gifting again.
も険しい後半です。
Oh, this is crazy.
バランス難しい茨の道。登りきれるか。
Oh, the craggy mountain. Stairway to hell.
ここから8段の下り。慎重です。1段ずつ。慎重です。クリアしました。
Oh, stage 7.
心臓破りの丘。
Heartbreak Hill.
22度。
Oh my God, you got to go full dick.
揺れている揺れている揺れている。
That's so hard.
揺れている。なかなか前へ進まないが、おっとっとっとっと。
I can't believe he's still up. Oh!
心臓破りの丘に差し掛かったところ、前へ進めませんでした。
Coming in at 5 feet 4 inches tall is 20-year-old Junya Nakano. He also attends Japan's Nippon Sports University.
Nippon Sports University.
となっているようです。中野純也登場。
Oh. Oh. Oh.
慎重に。第3エリア天の際の階段もクリア。
Stairway to heaven.
この辺りでしかしかなり体力的にはきつくなってきているようです。
Devil's Double Bridge.
さあ悪魔の日本橋。これをクリアしてブレイクゾーンまで達しました。
Break zone.
まずは前半をクリア。筋肉をほぐして突入。いきなり待ち構える茨の道。18ブロック、かなりの段差ばらつきがあります。登り切ったところが一つポイント。クリア。隣の階段、一気に8段いった。
And he's dead.
ここで力尽きました。
Junya Nakano attempted Heartbreak Hill, but ultimately he kissed his chances goodbye. And last from the Nippon Sports Science University comes 20-year-old Yoshinobu Sato.
今回は
Come on, Yoshinobu.
と言いますと宣言した佐藤由伸。
Oh, he's nice with it.
さあ引き締まった表情、そこには自信も感じられます。いいペースです。速いペースです。
You won, Sauce. Good for you. Oh, bottomless ravine.
先人の谷もクリアしました。柱と柱との間、間隔40センチ。悪魔の日本橋。悪魔も
ブレイクゾーン。
ブレイクゾーンまで来ました。後半スタート。ポイントは心臓破りの丘まで達することができるかどうか。茨の道を。
Okay, this is
階段で下って、そして
where the boys become men. What happens to the sauce that isn't redeemed? I don't really know. We haven't, I'm going to be honest, we haven't had too many tickets about people not redeeming sauce. I think almost all the hot sauce that has been gifted has been given out.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Looked for you at Coachella. Hope you had a good time.
Oh, I'm sorry I missed you at Coachella. I got to meet a lot of fun people at Coachella. To anybody, is it US only? No, it's not US only, which is really cool. The gifted hot sauce shipped to me really fast. Yeah, there you go. It's a pretty seamless process. Based hot sauce laundering empire. I mean, I will be honest, it would be a great money-making scheme if not for one very important factor. And that important factor is that I give thousands of dollars of hot sauce away. I have not probably made 1 cent on the hot sauce between the money that I have given to Matt's Stupid Art, the hot sauce that I've given away. Like I kind of bleed money on this product, and the money that I pay to Speedies to license the product and to ship it out to the distribution center. Yeah. But I love the sauce, and it's something fun that I get to give away, so that makes me happy. Your mom's stealing all the sauce? Bro, she hit me up today. She's like, I need another 20 bottles. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, I'd like another 20, please. The people of Pinehurst are demanding more sauce. And I'm like, okay, all right. Oh, no way. This is impossible. Oh! 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 Nippon Sports University!
The hand walk challenge was brutal. No one had enough strength.
How's the sandwich pop-up coming? We're working on it. We're working on it. I think we're gonna do it with Cutie, so.
Endurance to come.
I decided though, for those of you who weren't here, I'm gonna make fat sandwiches. I'm gonna make a buffalo chicken cheesesteak with blue cheese and hot sauce, and I'm gonna make a cheesesteak with fucking mozzarella sticks and fries. We're kicking it old school, baby. Gross? What are you even talking about? What the fuck are you even talking about? That's like someone saying, yeah, we're giving out head. Lots of head. Everybody's getting head. And you're like, disgusting. All right. You don't like sandwiches. What do you want? What do you want? You don't like cheesesteaks. I don't know what to say to you.
Complete the entire course. Yoshinobu Sato came the closest, but his impressive performance ended painfully at the peak of Heartbreak Hill.
多くの勇敢なる努力がありました。しかし、ハンドウォークでは真のチャン
Avocado toast for the Ozempic homies? Avocado toast at my sandwich store? All right, fine. I'll do avocado toast too.
チャンピオンが現れるのを待っていなくてはいけません。さらに多くの挑戦が待っていることに感謝いたします。
When Unbeatable Banzuke returns, get ready for the ultimate test of stamina. It's the second 100 push-ups that'll kill you.
Second 100?
筋肉番付へ再びようこそ。ここでは敗北と勝利が永遠。
Someone just came up with a great name for my sandwich shop. Heavy Naturals. Heavy Naturals sandwich shop goes absolutely insane.
の戦いで組み合います。汗をかく準備をしていてください。本日第2の挑戦はクイックマッスル。
The rules are simple. Side by side.
Add bacon to the avocado toast
Would you ever
and
get
call
that
it the Ozempic.
From no rain since it's unlisted? It's got
What?
a bit of a learning curve. I'd say getting a DJ Hero set on eBay might be easier, but then you'd need a PS2 capture card.
Yeah, I want to try Fuser. I know there's a whole setup. It probably won't be till after the draft. Again, I have so much work kind of going on now with we have our first Mad Mushroom game coming out that we're going to be playing, I think either Wednesday or tomorrow. I can't remember. I'm also doing the Rage Cage, I think. And then we have the draft Thursday. So I want to play Fuser. But there's so much going on in terms of like my streams schedule in the next few days that it's like, it's crazy. So I'm always trying to do new and exciting content. And I know people want Fuser, but the setup is crazy. Hassan said the Rage Cage is tomorrow. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that the game launch is either tomorrow or Wednesday also. They don't line up at the same time. The game launches earlier in the day. I'm on top of it, guys. Don't worry. I might not do the Rage Cage, but I want to. We'll see. What is the Rage Cage? Oh, thought you forgot. No. I'm way more on my shit than I was in the past. Rage Cage is when you go to an enclosed room and you break shit with a bat or other weapons. The main reason I have to go to the Rage Cage is because the awesome people over at MXDVX sent us a fit for the Rage Cage, like the most insane outfit you've ever seen. And so I wanna give Hassan his fit for the Rage Cage.
Competitors battle it out in a guts and glory match of speed and endurance. They will have 3 minutes to complete as many push-ups as their muscles will allow. Quick muscle champion 17-year-old Koei Asano has led his high school's canoe polo team to 2 consecutive wins, which has turned him into a young Hercules. Will he beat his current record?
Will OTK sponsored Piggy Smalls? Yeah, I should do that.
248 push-ups today. The challenger is Yuta Shinohara. When he's not working at a motorcycle factory or riding his Harley-Davidson, he uses his time to train vigorously for the Quick Muscle Challenge. Can this easy rider push past the current champion Koei Asano and claim the crown?
Damn, he was doing single leg push-ups in the dead ass Timbs, bro. This man's a Knicks fan. My man Yuta is from Brooklyn.
Koei Asano and claim the crown.
浜松でバイクの部品組み立てを行っております二頭筋の本田宗一郎だ。彼女がぴったり帯同しております。3、2、1。さあ始まりました。
Yo, those are not push-ups. That shit be crazy.
応援団カヌーポロ部のその仲間たちがしきりにこの浅野公平のカウントを援助しております。しかしながら速いぞ篠原優太、完全に30代に突入。彼女が応援している。さあ40代に今入りました篠原優太。
Yo, those are some wild headbutts.
先に突っ走ろうというのか篠原優太の作戦か。さあ早くも60にランナンとする篠原優太。今浅野公平は55に差し掛かったところであります。早くも15度カウントは引き伸ばしております篠原優太。浜松のイージーライダーが飛ばしております。彼女は中川真紀子さん。
3 minutes is a lot of push-ups.
さあここで浅野がだいぶ猛追してまいりました。篠原優太も小学校時代から腹筋がすでに割れていたという評判。かなりの体力の持ち主でありますが、一瞬のインターバル、ここで徐々に
My man is using all tricep.
共に並んだ90代、間もなく100の大台だ。お互いに間もなく100の。
Yo, dude. What the hell? Okay, this is not a push-up. This is not. That's Cobra position.
早く浅野が100の大台に乗ったか。 さあ19人の応援団がしきりに浅野に対してカウントをもらっている。108と109で並んだ一瞬のインターバル。これは面白い戦いになりました。
What the hell? I might make myself a snack. Now I'm in the mood for avocado toast. I'll be right back.
これは面白い戦いになりました。クイックマッスルの記録浅野公平248回、一方の篠原雄太は175回であります。そういった意味で浅野単点有利という下馬評の中で一瞬リードしているのが篠原雄太、僅差でありますが、しかし浅野がそれを抜いていった。目まぐるしい展開だ。後半から伸びてくるか、後半から伸びてくるか。さあまだまだわからない、まだまだわからない。浅野が若干リードしてまいりました。しかしながら浅野も一瞬のインターバル、それに追いついていく、追いついていく篠原雄太。ここまで戦う選手は見たことがない。さあ160と159、全くの僅差であります。全くの僅差であります。残りまだ1分少々残っております。3分間の戦い、これは果たして短いのか長いのか。浅野公平のあの言葉、1200回の長丁場の腕立てよりも3分間の方が疲れる、辛いんだと語っておりました。さあ残りあと1分を切ってしまった。浅野に食らいついていく篠原雄太。篠原雄太は完全に自分の175回を早くも更新しております。やはり浅野という強敵を前にしてモチベーションがぐーんとうなぎ登りになったのか。173センチ63キロの篠原雄太、まもなく200に到達いたします。一方の浅野は早くも210回を目指して記録をまたまた塗り替えていくのか。209回210回211回浅野公平。さあ200の大台に乗ってまいりました篠原雄太。さあ残りあと30秒を切ってしまいました。残りあと30秒を切ってしまいました。浅野公平がまた記録を塗り替えるか。248回の記録は塗り替えられないのかどうか。しかしながら篠原220回、篠原224回、これは自分の記録なんか何のその別人のようになっている。浅野に食らついている、浅野に食らついている。あと残り5秒、浅野は248回を切ることができないか。浅野は245回でストップ。浅野は245回でストップ。己の記録に3つ足りなかった。一方の篠原にも拍手を送りたい。175回で静岡大会から立ち上がってまいりまして、なんと今日は優に230を超えてしまいました。お見事です。
The Quick Muscle King retained his crown. Challenger Shinohara Yuta fought hard and completed 234 push-ups, but it wasn't enough to win. With an impressive total of 245, Asano places his name once again on the list of champions.
浅野公平の腕が燃え尽きて、そして顔はチャンピオンとしての尊厳で輝いております。第3のイベントでもまた別の歴史的機会がありそうです。
When Unbeatable Banzuke returns, it's a heart-pounding game that requires strategy, careful planning, and knowing how to swing a sledgehammer.
ようこそ再び筋肉番付。最高のアスリートたちが旅をしてきて、ここチャンピオンの殿堂で信じられないような多くの挑戦を戦うのは栄光のためなのです。あなたは2人の目撃者でした。さあ第3のイベントは。
In this challenge, a Daruma is balanced precariously atop identical blocks. With the advice of a partner, competitors must swing a hammer to knock each block free from the bottom up. But they'll need to plan carefully. If the Daruma topples, then the game is over.
プロゴルファー青山香織43歳、愛するゴルフバッグの中にそのハンマーを温めてありました。2キロのハンマーさながら2番ハンマーを取り出したと、こういった感じでありますが、さあ一発狙いだ、失敗。一発狙いでいきました、失敗。
Next up is Yusuke Oi, a 26-year-old engineering student. His lab assistant is on hand to help with his trusty laptop. Will their program run smoothly?
まず自分で手応えを感じて全ての情報をインプットしました。頭部です。1回目どうだ。計算という声が飛んでおりますが、さあ本郷君を支えるこの駒は微妙に今の衝撃でずれております。ご覧のようなずれ方、この角度、バランス、こういったデータをどう大井は 解決するか。
Sorry guys, I made some avocado toast. What the hell is this? Oh!
2回目は一発勝負でいきました。学問の傍らラグビーでフルバックもこなすというまさに文武両道のこの
Thank you for the raid, J. Dillon.
3番目に挑戦です。
Was it the computer's hard drive or Yusuke Oi's hard swing that caused the Daruma to crash?
This is
Either
simple.
way,
Avocado, salt, Will Neff's hot sauce, and Takis on a piece of bread.
Student had better stay in school. When Unbeatable Banzuke returns, the Daruma 7 challenge concludes. Don't stop now, it's hammer time.
This challenge is impossible.
筋肉番付へ再びようこそ。これまで3人の可能性のあった競技者たちが振りました。ダルマ7。しかし全員失格となってしまいました。ただ一人の挑戦者が残っています。彼が技量的に番付へその名を加えることができるのでしょうか。
The final challenger is Yuichi Fukaya. Fukaya has asked Tsuneo Iwasa, his partner, for help, along with a life-size Daruma to stand by his side. Will a lifetime surrounded by these lucky charms bring him the championship he desires?
だるま職人深谷陽一42歳の登場です。今日だけは心を
Japanese TV is so far beyond our own.
鬼にしてだるま職人がだるまを落とします。
Definitely put a fried egg on that. I didn't have time. I'm streaming.
選んだのは2キロ。なかなか見つかないか。一発でない。どうだ。
Oh, he's screwed. You gotta go from the other side now, dude.
一発勝負どうだ。
Oh!
2段目成功。入念にここからは頭を使ってどの位置をどのくらいの強さで打っていくか、こういったことも要求されてまいります。狙いは定まったようです。
Any plans on going back to BuzzFeed? I don't think it exists anymore, does it?
さあ、高崎のすべてのだるまが今深谷の3打目に注目だ。
Oh! I actually saw some of my BuzzFeed friends in a Moist Critical video today. Apparently, they're moving their content behind a subscription service, and people were not happy. Yeah, the dudes over at Watcher. I knew all three of those guys. They're good dudes. I think where they fucked up, though. All right, so for those of you who don't know, quickly, I'll cover this. So quickly, the video in question is this one right here. Oh, they already apologized?
It's impossible to say what the worst feeling in the world might be. I think most people would default to answering that with something.
I didn't know they already. Oh, they already apologized. Damn. All right, well, let's look at the original video. Greed.
Yesterday, a beloved YouTube group made an announcement, and it did not go over well. They ended up getting dunked on more than a Fisher-Price basketball hoop. It is the YouTube channel Watcher, as they announced their subscription-based paywalled content strategy going forward. It is really interesting. So, for those...
All right, so Watcher, for those of you who don't know, are these guys. I knew all three of these dudes at YouTube. They're very, very, very talented guys. And I think they had a series on BuzzFeed called like Unsolved, right? You met Moist? Yeah, I actually know Charlie pretty well. I've hung out with him a few times. But I haven't watched any of their content since BuzzFeed. All I know of them is that they're good dudes and they're very talented. And so just to summate this, what they did is they moved their watcher content, which is their YouTube channel that does very well, and they wanted to move it behind a paywall. And listen, I don't think that necessarily is like an awful thing. I think the problem is, instead of creating something new that then they were going to paywall, they were moving existing properties that they already were working on YouTube behind a paywall. And ultimately, I don't think they had this malicious intent. I think there are a lot of people on the internet, Charlie included. Charlie always gives a pretty charitable interpretation, but even Charlie, I think, was kind of cashing in on the fact that people were angry. I don't think their intent was malicious, but when you have a channel that already has a massive viewership and already probably makes a lot of money making free content, to then cut it off and be like, hey, we're moving this behind a paywall, this era is coming to an end, feels like a slap in the face to a lot of your fans who now probably can't enjoy the content. It's a bummer for them, right? If they said that they set the price at $5 a month, which is affordable, and ultimately I think for most people it is, but when you talk about the breadth of the internet, of course that won't be affordable to everyone. Most specifically, international audiences, right? There are a lot of international people that $5 US is a ton of money, and that would automatically preclude them from watching any more of your content, and that's a bummer. I think what Watcher should have done, and I think something that everyone would have been fine with, is if they were like, hey, we want to make X project, and to make X project, we have to have X amount of dollars, and we need to give it X amount of focus, and this will allow us to make this new film, TV show, whatever, by putting it behind a paywall. I think that is a much more logical jump if your audience can be like, oh, I get it. They want to make a series with X budget and with X, thingamabobs and whatever. I can wrap my mind around that. But just moving content that you're already making for free, that is already very successful, behind a paywall, wasn't great. And I think they also have a Patreon on top of it. So listen, I'll come right out and say it. I think these dudes are good dudes, and I knew them at BuzzFeed, and they were always stand-up guys who worked really hard and treated everybody with respect. And I think it is the modus operandi of the internet to dunk on people that are having a bad day, and I'm not going to do that. But apparently they heard what people were saying.
Friday,
here's the update.
We're leaving YouTube and launching our new streaming platform.
We messed up. A lot of you spoke out with extremely valid comments and concerns, and we want to take the time now to address those.
We've been reading the things you've been saying, and we're sorry for the way we handled this, as well as the way we communicated it. We understand where you're coming from, and we're making immediate changes.
First, we want to affirm that you are the reason why we've been able to do anything at this company. You helped us every step of the way when we left BuzzFeed to start Watcher at the top of the pandemic in 2020.
You've supported us in so many ways by watching our content, attending our live shows, buying our merch, becoming members of our Patreon, and giving words of encouragement over the years. And we are incredibly grateful for your support.
We're sorry for how we originally delivered our goodbye message to YouTube. It was insensitive. We didn't properly express how much we appreciate all of you. And we did a really bad job of explaining the reasoning behind this transition.
We also want to deeply apologize for our ignorance around the impact of the cost. We regret stating and implying that it's a price that anybody can afford, and we fully acknowledge that it is not. We didn't take the proper consideration for how this cost would affect you, and hope you know that we are taking this as a serious learning experience. With that in mind, we're making...
Who the fuck are these guys and why am I supposed to care? Listen, I never engage in drama, and I just want to be clear that this is not me engaging in drama. This is just me responding to something that people ask me about because I know these guys. I worked at a company with them. I even made videos with them when I was at BuzzFeed. I just think it's an interesting kind of dilemma that creators are facing at this point, because I don't know if their intent was malicious. I don't know. Like, everybody is kind of pigeonholing them as, oh, they did this from a raw sense of greed. I don't know if that necessarily was their angle. I think ultimately and I'm being very charitable, I think their intent might have been that they wanted to focus more on projects or upscale the quality of their projects or make something that whatever. They had a focus and they thought that's how they could get there. I think what really rubbed people the wrong way is basically they were like, we're goodbye. We're done doing this to all the fans. Fuck you. They didn't say that, but yeah, it's just an interesting.
Sure that there's a way for our community to continue watching our content for free.
If you want to watch our shows early and ad-free, you can catch them on the Watcher platform a month earlier. After that, you'll be able to watch our shows on YouTube for free. For those that have already subscribed to the platform, we are so grateful for your support, but if this change has you rethinking your membership, we will issue a full refund. And all past episodes and series will remain available on YouTube.
As for the question of why we decided to launch our own platform, when we started Watcher in 2020, we wanted to create shows.
They have like 5 different rev streams. Why do they need one more? Doesn't make sense. Well, to be fair to them, they were essentially closing the rev stream on YouTube and opening a different rev stream. And I think their audience on YouTube was like, no, we're not paying $5 to watch your content. That's just not something we're going to do. And I think ultimately this is going to be a good lesson for a lot of YouTube creators because people like YouTube content, but they don't want to pay for it.
Proud of that we had ownership over and that would provide you the caliber of content that we felt you deserved. However, we were finding it hard.
Moist Video does a good job showing even the apology is kind of BS. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair because I do think a lot of creators and a lot of people on the internet would have just doubled down, right? I think that a lot of people in this situation would just be like double down, triple down, especially if it sounds like they've already got subscribers, right? If it really was about the bag and they have people subscribing already, well then fuck you, pay me. We already have people on our subscription service. But I think it is always harder and ultimately more inflammatory to apologize in this era, which is really interesting, right? A lot of people use your apology as an excuse to be like, see, they did fuck up, fuck them, which I don't agree with, right? This is why we live in an era where more often than not, if you get in a scandal or a problem, you just fully ignore it and you never admit culpability and hope it goes away. So I think that they made a mistake, but I don't think their intention here was malicious.
Harder to stay relevant to advertisers and the constantly changing YouTube landscape. We faced some incredibly challenging decisions. We didn't want to compromise our content to ensure they met advertising requirements.
Needs more ukulele.
We definitely did not want to lay people off that have brought Watcher to life behind the scenes. And we didn't want to bring Watcher to a close, which would have happened if we stayed solely on YouTube.
That's why we decided to launch the platform, so that we as a company could continue. We could pay
there you go.
Fairly, and not only continue to...
They should have led with that.
Great content for you, but expand with new shows, new voices, all ad-free. And now with the addition of...
I don't believe that.
This is a decision that we all believe...
Here's the problem. I think...
...is the best for...
We are very skewed.
However,
we are very skewed on YouTube and on Twitch for one very specific reason. There's no production that goes into this, ladies and gentlemen. Everything I make, I can basically collect because it doesn't cost me any money to turn on my webcam or to sit here. My main cost is buying food and electricity, right? But if you are doing larger scale productions, which Watcher truly was, thank you for the ooh, by the way, you have to hire a camera person. You have to have, a grip. You have to have a sound person. You have to, et cetera, et cetera. Now, I don't know how much money the three of them make. It's probably quite a bit. But if their issue was the sustainability of the crew that they employ, that they should have led with that. They should have led with that. Period. You should go to Maya's farm. I would like to. Anyway, I don't want to go too far into that. People asked me about it because I was at BuzzFeed with them and I know them. But oh. He knows you might be fucked.
上だけという声も飛んでいますが、ここまで来たら全部落として高崎に帰りたい。セット。
Oh, he's got it.
5段目成功。さあ、最後の一段、金剛君が倒れた場合は失格になります。あくまで金剛君がそのままの形で下に着地しなければいけない。最後の挑戦。位置に戻りました。
You need 100K salary to live alone in LA, right? So take that and give it to each employee. I mean, listen, 100K to live in LA. I lived for less. You can live for less. I wouldn't recommend it. I think probably to live comfortably in LA.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
16 months of Twitch.
I think you could probably live comfortably for around 60,000. Now I was around 40,000 for many years, and sometimes less, and that wasn't very comfortable. That was a lot of ramen noodles. That was a lot of walking, and that was also not the best living situation. But yeah, if you want to take care of your employees, the problem is there aren't that many jobs that pay that much in LA. I'll be honest. Got it. What a legend. Twitch streamer Pirate Software announced that all their U.S. employees, including mods, are getting full benefits, including medical, dental, life insurance, and a retirement account. Good for Pirate Software. Pirate Software is huge, though. Pirate Software's following has gone absolutely nuts. What's Pirate Software on TikTok these days? What's his main account? His YouTube? Good for Pirate Software. Based. He got 100x sub tray not long ago. Ooh, this would be a great casting. This would be a great casting. I like this. I also like him for Batman. I said that. Also. Oh, here.
It is at 1,800% right now. You didn't just beat the record. You nuked it from orbit, man.
That's crazy.
Remember to get screenshots and put them in stream.
That is wild. Yeah, Pirate Software blew the fuck up. This is Howard Stern. No, when I met Pirate Software, that's the first thing I said to him. I was like, do you know you sound like Howard Stern? He was like, oh yeah. Hey now. And I was like, yes. Hey now.
Joined by his loyal.
Important question. Which are you choosing? It's Friday night. You got to pick out a game and a snack for the weekend. What do you choose? Oh, man. The Blockbuster Dilemma. Man. You know what? You know what game I vividly remember renting multiple times? Is this one. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Ready to Rumble. This game was fucking incredible. And Michael Jackson was a playable character.
New York.
This game was awesome.
Punch-o blaster!
Just a little pelvic thrusting.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, this and SSX. Man, SSX was, dude. If there's one game that needs to come back, SSX was just, you would put that game on and you would just vibes.
Welcome to SSX Tricky. This is going to be fun.
This is gonna be very, very interesting.
The special moves in this game were insane. What was the name of the other snowboarding game where like you did missions? Dark Summit? Was that what it was called?
Oh, yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Yes!
This is incredibly sexy.
Oh my God. Dark Summit, bro. Holy shit. I remember this game.
Be careful! The chief's onto you. He sent his cronies. Get out of here.
It was like Grand Theft Auto in a snowboard game. This game was sick. And then the other one that I would love to do a playthrough of, what was the Japanese Night Racer one? Where if you beat the car, you got to keep it. And you were just on like the Japanese fucking highways. It was like another game from this era. Tokyo Extreme Racer. Yes! This game. Oh my God. You would come up and you would flick your lights and you would be like, it's go time, pussy. And then you had like a health bar and you had to, oh my God, this game was good. I would love to play this game. I did not play like this though. I remember I would use the van and I would just try and ram them. I would just try and smash them off the road right at the beginning. Do you still have the DC Emu game was in that ROMs pack? I don't know if it was. Yo, this dude's cooking. Fusion Frenzy 2 trailer. Dude, wait. They're bringing this back?
Competitors, welcome to Fusion. Melee invisible combatants in the arena, flame promos, pump the amoebas, and escape, race, trace, gather, compete, kill, survive, defeat.
Fusion Frenzy. Zach gave that kid the whack-ack pack. What? I would kind of be down to play some Tokyo Extreme Racer. We're 4 hours in, man. This stream is flying by. Throw it in Scum? Wait, there's a Scum version? Wait, that makes my life so easy. There's a new one called Night Runner Prologue. Same exact concept. Wait, Night Runner Prologue? Eh? Wait, where's that? Is it on Steam? Oh, Night Runner's Prologue. Over.
Still feel it.
Oh! Oh, I'm playing this. It's free? Wait, what? Wait. It's like a demo right now? Oh. Wait. I am so excited to try this. Grab a controller. Based. Games.